I would go with a monkey, is what I would
That makes sense. That makes sense because of the...
Specifically those monkeys that will run up and like steal your food.
Yeah,
Like the ones that
I don't accept that one.
from the beaches.
Or a raccoon.
Raccoon is a good one.
That was my first thought.
They will fuck you up if they want to, but they're also going to get up to lots of mischief.
Maybe, yeah, because you don't know my backstory, but I would say Hannah would be a wolf.
A wolf.
The grey
Okay.
wolf. Yeah.
I kind of like that.
So perfect that
Yeah.
that Morpheus was your trial
Yeah.
then, and that you were so scared.
Nice.
What
What
about
about Nor?
So when I first started making, for most characters, I think about this. I like to go through like a list of like favorite color, favorite food, like that kind of thing.
What a great idea.
For my characters, just to have something to grab onto, and so I feel like he's a rabbit. I feel like he's a jackrabbit, like a.
My first take was a Persian cat.
That also.
Right. I feel like the rabbit is what we've moved towards
Yes.
as the events of the story have unfolded.
Just very evasive,
Yeah.
very standoffish.
Yeah.
Won't let anyone get too close.
Yeah.
That's like perfect. We have like rabbits that like chill in our backyard a lot, and it's like every night or like every day you can go out there and you'll like see it just chilling in the yard, and as long as you stay on the deck, like it just watches you. But as soon as you start to move towards the steps to go down into the lawn, it's like zoom.
Also, if you look jackrabbits versus domestic rabbits, if you look at their faces, they always look very haughty, stuck up a little bit, and I feel like that fits Nor. There's also a song in my Nor playlist that's titled Jackrabbit. So.
Yes, there is. Okay, friends. Thank you for... I mean, I don't know if you were intentionally vamping, but thank you for vamping while I was finishing my setup. Also, loved hearing about all of your animals, and I did, but then I saw Aaron with it.
What this? What do you mean? That's
What was he?
I love it.
What was your animal?
I believe Honey Badger.
Honey
Yes.
Yours?
Oh,
Aoife.
what canon animal?
Or-
Let's see. This is a great question. I'm gonna say we're gonna go with Old Faithful and say her bear form.
Okay.
Protective.
Very protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very gravitationally oriented around home.
Okay.
Ranging around the home space.
Makes sense. Protective versus aggressive.
Exactly. Yeah. She's not picking
Aggressive
fights.
when protective.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Not picking fights unless she's got a reason.
Won't step to you, but will fuck you up if you
yeah.
step to her.
Exactly.
Sorry, buddy. I
Okay,
thought this was
Kazum?
gonna move this just here, but...
Kazum's
Trying to
animal?
think of an
Oh, you said border collie.
What is that?
Monogamous.
Oh, border collie.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was gonna say
But
turtle.
still
Oh, okay.
there's that walrus or something from there's a BBC. There's that BBC clips of talking animals, and there's a walrus that's just laying down, and the kids I guess the pups or whatever playing with each other, and eventually the mom is rah and goes back and trying to get them to stop fucking around basically.
Yeah, hard-pressed mothers in the animal kingdom is a genre of the internet that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
And they finally had enough.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
up!
It's a universal parental experience, regardless of species.
It is, of species.
Yeah.
But not of gender. It's a universal parental experience, but specifically a mother experience.
Exactly.
I love have you all ever seen the videos of the mama pig, the sows, and they're laying on their side, and it's just the piglets zooming around them in a circle, just a line of 10 piglets all zooming around their mom in a circle, and they just don't stop running, and she's just on her side, she's clearly has just gotten done nursing, and she's I'm so you all have so much more energy than I do.
This is unfair.
You took my energy.
Yes,
Now you're using it again.
exactly.
Oh my god.
Sometimes they'll bound up on her Jungle Gym.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, this is real life. I just spent so much energy feeding you.
And now you're climbing on me.
And now you've been given the energy. Yeah.
It's rude. Well, Finn has blessed us with glorious cards.
Not yet.
Eventually.
Well, the
I
promise.
mean, you gave us the digital
Yeah, that's
version.
true.
They're very cool. I'm very excited. With the excitement of cards. Are there any? I know people have brought snacks. Are there thematic snacks that we
There
want
are
to talk about?
not.
Cool.
Although, could someone? When was our first session?
I've got that for you right here.
You're a beautiful person.
May 27th.
Oh, anniversary for it?
Okay, I'm a little off, but I brought
So next week
cakes.
is not only going to be the
Is that
full
session
end
music?
of the Veltden arc, and it's not only going to be our extended session.
It's gonna be a
And part of that is going to be our 1
1
year
year anniversary.
I gotta get that printed.
That's so exciting!
Well, it's awesome that we get to hang out and we'll get to eat food together.
Really,
Yes!
really
I'm very
enjoy
excited.
the
Speaking of which-
luxuriate in the moment.
Well, I guess we could figure that out later. But I was intending to make rice along with my thing because it kind of works with rice. And then perhaps a vegetable dish.
Yeah, we should all coordinate
Yeah,
on
Do that later.
mains and sides and
That's a good idea.
desserts and everything.
I have a rice cooker if you don't have one.
I was
I'd
just
want
gonna
to use it.
do it with,
I can
pot
do
and
that.
pan. But if we have a rice cooker, sure.
I was
It's
planning to make
It's a small one, but it tends to
Oh.
make things easier.
some cinnamon streusel muffins and some blueberry muffins. Just to have a mixture of muffins.
Nice.
Muffins.
Love muffins.
I figured those would be good over the course of a
Sesh.
6 or 7 hour session.
Smart.
Need
Smart.
energy.
All right.
Do we have a plan B if it's gonna be raining that day?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can
I
just
have
meet here.
okay,
I mean,
You mean food wise?
not food wise, like a plan B. I mean, I do have like some kind of dining room, so we can, like the first room that you enter the
Yeah,
house.
that's fine too, buddy.
Okay, just
Whatever you
I'm
wanna do.
asking. Just I don't want to, push you guys to
We're
come
going-
over here.
No,
but
it's
just as a
the
plan B.
opposite. Like we're not gonna assume that you're gonna host us,
I
right?
mean,
So
I
like,
can, yeah.
if that's what you want, say the word.
Okay, okay.
Like, happy to do it.
as long as I've got a grill.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
We can make it work.
As long as, if wherever we go, as
I don't
long
know
as
we
there's a
can
grill,
make
I
it
can do
work
my
if it
thing.
rains, but
I don't need a grill, but a grill makes the thing better. So.
True.
And also, I don't set things on fire. So. Not
Okay.
really, but-
Ziggy, make the lights 50%.
Okay.
yes.
Slightly darker.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to go darker than that, let me know. Do you have a recap for us?
I do.
Ziggy, turn off the stair lights.
First line, did I say that Nora is a good dancer?
I love that.
That made me
I love that
immediately
so much.
laugh out
Yeah,
loud.
me too.
Critical lore.
So it is written, so it shall be said.
So it is written, so it is
So
done.
say we all.
So there we go. We have all borne witness at the Glomish dance. that Nora's a
We
great
did.
dancer.
We are. It has now entered the above table. It was known on the table. It is now known above the table.
It usually happens the opposite.
Yeah. I picture him as being very by the book, nothing.
Following the
nothing-
steps.
Like
yeah.
a formal dancer,
Yes, I agree.
tango, foxtrot,
Not much.
If you want to
waltz.
like a couple more details about your
Improvisation.
backstory,
Yes.
I
Waltzer.
I can absolutely do that.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
like
am very
waltz, not
much
swing
I can add
dance.
some flavors to
yes,
0 point
waltzing,
back.
like court dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like very much like, okay, you raise the hand, you go around, and then you go under the bridge, and then
Yep.
He started paying attention when he gave himself a pep talk, and finally noticed the sensation of his magic in action.
Finally started to believe us.
Nor briefly checked on Aoife, but then we decided to defer discussion until we were out of the keep. Too much had happened, could not cover in that moment. Nor, Brian, and Hermé searched the secret room that Hermé had unlocked. It turned out to be a safe room. Nor had a nat 20 investigation, and Brian had a nat 20 at searching the bed.
Before that,
Why don't you
there
put
was
that up
nothing
last
last
time
time.
instead of this?
There was nothing in the bed, and that was like the biggest part of the lore.
The room appeared to not have been disturbed in months. It had been used since Warden Lefson had taken office, but had not been touched in months. Finn found stacks of documents, treaties, correspondence, spare keys, and a rope ladder. Nor found a small Yume statue that was strangely tucked away, and also a sealed document case, the last protocol. Instructions for if Warden Lefson was killed, deposed, something happened to him. Who knows? Brian found a bundle of love letters from the Warden hidden in the mattress of the bed. Priya briefly investigated the armory. Nothing special. They all moved on to search the barracks. Also, nothing of note there. While that was happening, Heath, Aoife, and Kazoon searched the library. Yeah, my mouth is moving
Couple
fast.
names.
Yeah.
There's a name.
As they worked, Kazoon and Aoife briefly summarized their experiences while they had been apart, which I just love to imagine as being like, despite how crazy everything was, just being very calm and just like, I went back in time, I met a warden from the past, like, we fought some runes up here, we countered them.
This book is a legend from your people.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, just very
She's
calm.
a little traumatized right now. We'll talk later.
That makes sense. Aoife found a section of books on voting records, took those connected with Kaelric, Valinor, Ysera, Arendor, Lefson, and the two wardens preceding Lefson. Also found the book The Elm Song by Kaelric. Kazoon found personal journals and letters between outgoing and ingoing wardens. Heath found accounts of the treasury. I may have missed a few things in there that y'all found. Those are the ones that I wrote down. Heath tried then to light the library on fire. Kazoon put it out.
I'm debating whether or not to yell at you for that.
Speaking of which,
Character.
you use a hero point to make those potions.
I did.
You don't need to worry about losing your expenditure of those fire breathing. The expenditures you have left will last for however long until you use them.
Wow.
Dope.
That's pretty cool. I only have one more. I thought it was just going to last an hour.
I thought you only used one.
I used two.
You used one in the hallway
I-
to
I-
light the guy on
And
fire.
then I used one
In the
to
library.
attempt
Okay.
to
Well,
set
then you
the
have
thing
one
on.
left.
I have
Okay.
one book left.
Yes.
So
Like 2 months from now, he's just gonna accidentally do it.
I'm gonna have forgotten about it at this point. And at that point, he's gonna be like, "Now I'm going to breathe fire." I'm gonna be like, "Of course you are."
I don't know if I was gonna do that. I was just trying to find a good reason to use it. But I mean,
We'll find a good reason now.
Yep.
I thought you've given me more power than you needed to. I was perfectly accepted.
Use a hero point. They mean a lot of it. They're supposed to mean a lot.
Sure, but I used it primarily to speed up the, so I don't. It's you don't have to give me more power if you don't want to, but I'll take it.
I won't do anything I don't want to. I run this show.
Right.
Writing that one down.
Aoife and Priya heard people coming, attempted to hurry everyone toward the exit. Herme and Brian then ran back into the room with the large statue off of the barracks and attempted to see if the small statue connected to it in some way, but they didn't find anything. We tried to run as the enemies arrived. Aoife cast a wall of water, nor did silent image snakes swimming through the water, which was awesome. Two black
Very
scarves.
scary. I would hate to run up on
Yeah.
that.
Two black scarves made it through and took Heath down. She shared a memory of Aunt V teaching him to make a poultice, or I guess Shijay shared a memory that he experienced of Aunt V teaching him to make a poultice, with the message, simple things can be changed, they can become powerful when properly supported. Brian went back for Heath, healed him and stayed with him, but Heath went down again. He shared a memory of running through the streets as a child with Mark. Everyone started moving back into position to fight. Aoife transformed into her Morvier wolf form. And we were struggling to get Heath out, but Mark showed up. Mark picked him up and carried him out, and we all began to retreat again. Some highlights of the fight: Nora used Shatter and caused absolute carnage.
So awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The combination of Herme using Fog Cloud and Kazoon using Web and Grease.
Oh my god.
A+, as per usual.
That was so. That was so upsetting in the best way.
As per
It was
usual.
like, what if I just run into the fog and
No,
slide my way into a web?
Wall of water, first
Worst
of all.
possible experience.
As per usual, we turned the scene into an absolute clown show for the enemies.
Except for the Black Scarves. This has happened for nobody else.
Yeah, this has been the way, specifically in Veltden.
Once we were clear of the gate, Hermé locked it behind us to buy some time for us to escape. Once we'd made it to the basement, Mark gave Heath a tight hug and told him he'd cover our retreat. As everyone passed by, they offered him words of wisdom or tried to talk him out of staying behind, but he was resolute. Brian pointed out that only one Black Scarf witness remained who had seen him help us, and if that Black Scarf was no longer around, his cover was still intact. He by far appreciated that advice the most.
He was like, oh.
Yeah!
The DM
like,
also
oh,
remembered this.
Brian, once we made it out to the sewers, Brian began his goodbyes. He told us that we're, quote, surprisingly effective. Which I feel like is honestly a fair assessment.
That's the slogan for the disaster detective.
Exactly, the disaster detective.
Disaster detective.
Surprisingly The fact that like 4 of you said that in sync was great, by the way.
It was like that moment in that one sound on
We're
TikTok
blasting off again.
where
That was
everyone's
insane.
talking and then it's like it's entirely possible that, and then it keeps going. You guys know I'm gonna.
I don't
Nope.
know. Yeah, I'm excited.
It's a
to hear
favorite. It's a favorite thing. I'm gonna send it later.
DDSE.
Brian gave Priya the Warden's love letters, since those are most likely to contain the information we need to pay Lady Guinevere. Also seems like something in your wheelhouse. He gave Hermé his bag of magic black powder and his net. He gave Heath the parchment version of the Song of the Deep,
Oh yeah.
and he gave Nora a hug.
Oh.
Some quotes from that scene. Nora said, "You can't take her on in her own domain. You need someone else to intercede." And Brian said, "I'm not going back for her, and I'm not alone." Aoife offered her love to all of Brian's animal friends. One of my favorite moments of the night, Everett said, "Is she talking about suitors?" And Nora said, "Well, there was a vibe with Reginald, but I don't think so."
Don't forget 426 vibe
426
party
was the
hurt.
vibe. There was no stronger vibe than with 426.
And then Everett's response, "Are they his suitors?" We love Everett. Aoife gave Brian her mother's amulet of Daysay and told Brian to take care of himself. He kissed her forehead and they made the deal that they both wouldn't die and that he'd teach her to swim when they saw each other again.
I decided I'm mad about that. Why didn't Nora get a forehead kiss?
I love how you like post-mortem decided to be
Absolutely,
upset.
I was reading it in the recap. I'm like,
Imagine it occurs to Nora like as he's trotting through the sewers, he's like,
He's like,
Maybe if Nora had offered an artifact from his personal life.
yeah, maybe if you had told Brian anything about yourself ever.
Exactly.
You get as good as you can.
I guess that's fair.
And now we're fleeing through the sewers. Yay!
Yay! Amazing.
That reaction is so
That was
Aaron wonders whether or not Vale will learn about this forehead kiss.
I mean, it's a forehead kiss.
Forehead kiss, man, and that's like practically
Well, I guess,
making out.
yeah.
Yeah, with her
But it
people,
was-
like that's a lot.
But it was indicated, like, it was initiated by Brian, though. So,
Sure.
like, he doesn't necessarily know that.
But how does she interpret that?
That's a fair question.
And how does Vale
But
interpret
that's
it?
a
more
different
important.
question.
Exactly. They're
we're mature adults. We'll figure it out.
sure, okay.
I loved it.
I'm sure the
I
emotional.
love that he.
Have you kissed
What?
Vale yet?
No, I knew
Okay.
Vale, I knew Vale for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, fair. You've known Brian for like 2
Fine for like a
weeks.
week.
I mean,
If
this is
that.
all-
Collectively.
but y'all had mind
disappeared for
melded.
half
So
of
like,
that time.
True.
there's different mind, like they mind melded. They were like staring at each other's eyes the
That's
whole
true.
time.
That's true.
So that
Is that
definitely.
more or less intimate than a kiss for your people?
This is what I want to know.
You're coming up with your food. I'm going to have to rank intimacy.
What's the basis for the
Yeah, what is PDA in when no emotions?
Next recap, we're gonna begin it. Dad, I have some important questions.
Oh no!
second basis?
I would also need mom's perspective.
Oh my god!
We got a team effort this one. This is what happens when you come from a bicultural family.
Oh god!
Oh my gosh, I love that Heath was like so concerned on Kazoon's behalf before, and now he is
concerned
shifted
from
to being
Bill's?
concerned on Bill's behalf.
Yeah.
But the consistency is in being concerned on possibly Scorn Blubber's behalf.
I mean,
Is that Heath? Is that Aaron? Who knows?
I mean, yeah, it vibes. It vibes with his backstory at this point.
Oh man!
Okay, friends, we are running
We're
in
running.
a sewer.
Okay. As we run in to the sewer,
Shit.
and we feel the magical wave of level 6 pass over us, I cast.
The fucking peanut gallery left.
Peanut gallery in the back.
I cast walk on water on all of us. And then, after we get the feeling of walk on water, which is not concentration, I'm going to cast pass without a trace.
Hey! Perfect. Okay.
I learned this. I've studied this since I've been hanging out with Brian, and there's been a lot more water. And this other one I learned from Brian.
I was literally about to say, she's thinking about, okay, Brian's gone.
It was transferred.
What would he
through
do
the forehead
now?
kiss.
from the kids.
I want to mention one thing before we go.
You don't say.
There.
You could have told me to look good in fishnet tights. And,
That's true.
Who knows
Well,
what we do today?
that might be offensive for his people because,
Fish,
you know, like, actually, fishermen accidentally catching sharks in their nets.
100% fair.
Oh my god.
All I'm saying is, when you posted those, who wants to go to Sarah's photo?
Yes!
Oh, you and me both.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I was surprised I only got responses
We were
from
happy
everyone
with
else, and I was like, listen.
We could go to Magma Earth too.
Serenus is rising.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all the water is certainly rising there, so.
the more
That was
goes
the
water.
intent, is like, I was planning and preparing stuff, and I was like, if I've got to feel this, everyone else is going to feel this too. I'm bringing you all into the suffering. Amazing.
As a note, I wanted to take that water skin from the guy that we took off. Remember that, like a first guy that Priya put asleep on it? I got a water skin, get some sugar water, and I put it in my bag.
Okay.
For his spell.
Yeah,
That
just,
requires.
just clarifying.
Got it.
Nice.
Just
Got it.
nice.
So as you guys are
After
running,
six
at some
session.
point, Hammer reaches down and scoops a bag of
Yeah.
sewer water up, and Everett's like,
Now my question is,
Hi.
are they labeled somehow? So you
Oh, boy.
thinking it's the tea!
Yeah, you've got to flip a coin every time you go.
It's tea now!
He's just gonna have to like pop it off and like smell it first, like.
But would he?
No.
That's the question.
No.
Wisdom saving throw to see if he remembers.
Yeah, do you remember?
Then Constitution saving throw after that.
As we run, like Kazun is gonna put his hand on someone else's back, and his eyes are gonna go white for a minute.
How? On someone else's back? How? You
Don't-
mean in someone else's belt?
Sure.
Who's being slowed
I mean,
down? You are the
someone else is short.
slowest member
Listen,
of our
as a
party.
short person who's not as short as
No, I
you
would going at my speed anyway. You're behind.
right.
So I'm essentially just walking.
Yeah.
It's
It's
easy.
to
It's
you, it
literally
feels like
half
that.
my
You're like
face.
doing that yog.
Yeah.
It's like not a
Oh
yog.
yeah.
Sorry, as someone who is not as short as Kazun, I can tell you that I've had to try to run with my hand on people's shoulders before, and it's not a pleasant experience.
Oh, God. Is this military
It was a
running in
military
formation?
thing, yeah. Trying to run in formation.
Yeah.
Anyway, he just does that for a few minutes until you see Humby kind of scamper up beside us and like,
Aw.
run up his leg.
Welcome, Humby.
Where is Everett?
Who's running with you guys?
Oh, we talked
Grin on
about
his face.
that? Okay.
So where are we heading?
Uh,
Out of the sewers.
we're gonna split
Yes,
up.
I did figure that.
We're gonna split up, and once you get out of the city, we want you to go to Coracia and wait for us.
What?
We do?
What?
Oh, yes, we do.
We've been looking
First
for.
time we've been on the same page?
Yeah, we've been looking for
That-
North Pass.
My
Can you do
God,
that?
you hired me
Actually-
for one heist, and you used the potion that you were
You
supposed
got-
to pay me with.
And you got all that money in the vault.
I didn't go in the vault.
You did.
I did not.
Why would you? I mean, you.
Did you?
You've been spending time downstairs.
I watched you go in the vault. I ain't going in shit.
Nah. You should keep that money for you.
We
Even-
did-
even-
What?
we
You
did-
didn't give me money. I
We
didn't
did
get any
get-
money.
There was a pile of gold downstairs.
In the vault.
And then yeah.
Yeah, I
and
wasn't
vault
going in
was
there.
open.
Bro, you went in there and came out screaming and then passed out.
Yeah, I just trapped.
Oh, you
Just
didn't
spell
pass out.
magic.
To fair, Priya put him to sleep.
At this point, I don't think the semantic
Yeah.
argument matters all that much.
He needed to be
we-
put to sleep. is
We
all
got
that.
money though. We got money.
Yeah, you did, right? Somebody. Yeah, you
so
screwed
we
me.
got.
Yeah.
We're
You
gonna
did.
pay him the
Yeah.
value of the
Good.
potion.
I like getting paid for jobs that I do.
That's
And then, I mean, you can. I guess yeah. After we split up, you could go on your way, and if you need to find us, just send message to Coracia.
Oh, okay. You guys going back to Coracia?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So you're just done with the blades then?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been a long time. Yeah.
How long?
Couple years.
I'm just doing this to remind us all that we're running.
Yeah.
We do like a solo adventure.
What?
I'm doing like a solo adventure.
Yeah. You said you went, you went solo.
We've been spending some time with Heath.
Nora's gonna drop back to you. And hopefully whisper while you two carry on your conversation.
Okay.
Do I need to make a stealth?
Yeah,
or-
definitely.
Okay, cool.
I will be guiding us to the temple of.
Remember, you have plus 10.
Yume.
Okay.
Are we gonna trust that lady?
Thank you.
And as you drop back, I'm going to move forward.
Nice.
I'm not.
Alright, we're heading
Still
to
not
the temple of
sure.
Yume, and does somebody have letters or something on our Born about the fucking his involvement and shit?
Well, we have possible. We have letters, we have documents, we haven't
17.
really had a chance to look at them.
Well, we kind of need
That's
that
what the plus
to
10.
leave.
Rough.
I don't feel like using my dice reroll.
For the first check.
So, Coracia?
Oh! Guys! Inspirations!
No.
Who brought snacks? Thank you for bringing snacks! Ooh, thank you for bringing snacks!
I just brought the leftovers from last
Thank you
time.
for bringing snacks! Thank you for doing recap! Whoa! Good catch. Whoa! Thank you for doing sounds and lights!
Yeah, if people ask around, they'll be looking in the wrong place for us.
I mean, eventually we'll be there, but not for
True, so making him... Okay, I was planning on... Okay. So, conspicuous.
Can I make an insight check on what he was planning on?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Make either a deception or a persuasion check.
Sure.
Depending if you're trying to be open or not.
Oh my god, I have so many books in my bag. I just remembered.
You're gonna have to
16.
sort through that stuff later.
19.
Yeah, we are.
I was planning on figuring out a way for him to not be noticed, kind of remove him from the situation. But if he's willing to go to Coracia,
I mean, he doesn't need to go in the distance you think we're going.
Okay. How does that information disseminate? How do we...
If somebody comes looking for Herman and sees his friend, they ask him, they'll tell him, hey, going to Corsia.
Okay.
He was going to Corsia. And then if ever does need to get in touch with us, we can always message Priya's friend and see if there's any letters or messages or anybody looking for us.
Is the loop closed enough?
I don't see him trying to, in some way, harm us.
I'll be frank, I can't get a read on him.
Yeah.
He seems...
He seems very straightforward. I don't understand what you mean. This dude wears his heart on his sleeve.
Oi, don't forget to turn!
What?
Sorry! I'm trying!
Keep up!
I take my parchments and documents and try to put it in your bag of holding. Like, because I got a
you're
lot of
running.
stuff on
You've
my,
got this bag of holding
my
stuff.
pockets and everything.
They're, in fairness,
One
they're
by
running a
one.
little bit slower to
That's
keep
true,
with
that's
taboos.
true.
They're like, I could probably do this.
Yeah,
Alright, fine. Just put it in the...
Ever tries to help you.
Oi, hands up!
Affection.
I thought we were just starting the bond.
No! Fuck off!
We agreed 2 minutes ago.
Doesn't mean I like you.
Doesn't really
It's very
suspect
fleeting
him
with
of
he.
any wrongdoing.
I mean... Yeah, And the payment?
Well, we told him that we used the potion. We're very sorry, but we could just give him some gold.
We could. Or Herman could.
Oh, yeah, definitely a 10.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's
As long
coming out of
as
his
we're on that
potion,
page.
Absolutely.
Good, great.
Yeah, we are not paying him. He promised to invest it.
What?
Can you get some gold from that? It's good.
I don't even know how much we... Look, we'll
I don't
count it
remember
later.
either.
Oh, we're gonna count it later.
600 gold. That's what you owe me.
No,
Six.
don't.
That's what he owes me.
600 gold? I don't think so.
Yeah?
Like a
Potion of
Herman
Spirit?
thing.
Potion of Superior Healing, it's 500 gold.
But I give you the
Six-
potion.
You didn't.
I don't? Okay.
And then you said you used it.
I did, yes. Yeah, I did. I just remembered. Yeah.
It's okay, you went through something really harrowing in that vault.
Greater healing.
A potion of greater healing is 100 gold. A potion of superior healing is 500 gold.
Which is
but
what
he's
he-
asking for
Which
600
is what he BS'd
because
to.
finding a
100
place with a
persons. Yeah.
potion, a place to buy a potion of superior healing is going to be more difficult
Do you
than
have
just having 500
Extra
gold.
healing potion?
I was gonna say, how many?
You don't have anything?
No!
Does anybody have healing
I mean,
potion?
I didn't use mine.
I didn't use mine.
I didn't use mine either.
But they're all
Oh,
graders
okay.
and stuff.
I know,
Yeah.
but
I mean, that's 300.
Oh, I see.
600.
Yeah, never mind.
can I get one of them? So I use mine. So I'll just give
What, we're
a
just gonna give
superior
them away?
potion to
Wait, what's that?
Everett.
No, they're not superior.
They are. Oh.
Slide it back over.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
Or maybe I can just steal it from somebody. If I can.
Steal
buy
a
it.
superior healing
Yeah,
potion.
somebody's like healing potion.
You can try to. I'm having you make a deception check about saying it's a superior healing potion, especially when Nora was just like,
Yeah.
"They're not even superior healing potions."
Yeah.
Because I figure that
Deception
you're
minus
planning,
one.
Yeah, roll
At
it
disadvantage,
roll it at
too.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I assume that you're planning on trying to use distort value again
Yeah.
to give him a. Yeah.
That's.
He got that.
Can you take a look at that one? This is the first time I'm rolling something like this.
A
And
nat
that
20
one,
and a nat 1.
It is not
Officially
That is
making your score 0.
wild. I'm not
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could do that.
Oh.
I thought for a second you had 2 nat 20s.
No.
That would have been wild. That's what I thought was.
1 in 400 chance.
Campaign's over.
It's 6. With
6.
minus 1,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
7 minus 1. And net 1 and net 1?
If you need a potion, you're welcome to have mine.
Yeah. I'll just get it without showing it like
Here's
everywhere.
what we do. We just take all of our remaining greater potions and just pour them into one bottle.
That's not how that works.
Then you just have more greater healing potions.
Yeah, it's more like a couple
But
of sligs.
if you just keep drinking, like it's more healing, right? Like
I mean, sure, but like
You'd have to piss like crazy later, but I think that
Yeah.
you're onto something.
you might have a bit of a stomachache too, you know. I mean,
but I mean, like you're alive, so.
Yeah, fair point.
Gotta
Fair
say.
play.
Yeah, I mean, I think a stomach ache and having to pee is a small price to pay for continued survival.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. Anyway,
I'd take a few greater healing
we'll
potions
figure it
in
out
exchange.
later.
Above,
Alright?
above table, how many do we have?
At least 3.
I think somebody used one, and everyone has one.
I used one.
Yeah.
I just want to.
So that means 3 left. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
How much gold do you have?
Do I?
well, we haven't
Oh, right here.
calculated.
Yeah, we have no
You know what?
It's
Actually,
almost
now that I think
like
about it,
100.
we owe you 300 gold because you only helped us with half of the
Oh yeah.
task. You stayed downstairs. When
I
we
was
went
told
upstairs.
to stay behind.
So why don't you get the gold?
No, you were offered to stay behind.
No, I was
You came
told
up the stairs.
emphatically to stay behind.
Who did
And
you?
then I
Who
came.
did you tell you to stay behind?
For
The
the love
pretty blondish
of
lady.
Pete's sakes,
Can I get like?
Did you hire?
Have my money?
look,
Okay,
I'm
ask for
trying to
money.
renegotiate while we're on the run. Let's just get out of the fucking city. We'll talk to him later. We don't even know. We could be fucking spoiled for money. I don't know how much money we've got. Whatever it is, we've got more important things to do. So shut up about it. We'll pay you later.
I wasn't the one bringing it up.
Yeah, well, fuck off anyway.
And he's not coming with us.
Well, he can fucking.
Why don't we give him the 3 potions? Are you amenable to taking these 3? Or
I
do you need-
am a man something.
Are you open to taking the 3
Yep.
greater?
They're
Yeah.
cherry flavored.
They are cherry flavored.
That sours it slightly, but I'm still willing to take them.
And I can give you some extra
Can we kill him?
tea as well, if you like it.
Mom, can I kill
That
him?
weird, that weird blue
Can
tea.
Can I have like overdose or something? Like even more tea?
Man, you're gonna have to tell me how
Oh my
you're drinking
god.
it.
Negotiations in motion, not a good idea. Ordinary.
I agree.
Yeah, so,
But this is a pretty slow, like, gait.
I get
Speak
it.
for yourself.
I am short.
I wasn't bringing it at you. I run a lot, okay?
3 potions of greater healing, 100 gold from Harame, and we don't
See,
treat you as a patsy and turn you in.
Wait, how long does Storm Strider?
Why would we do that anyway?
Make me a persuasion check.
I
Brent
accept
and
it.
Aoife are making the same face. She's like,
Why not?
This is, in fairness, the most straightforward Nara's ever been, I think.
Yeah.
He's just putting it out there on the
yeah,
table.
she's torn. She's like, I mean, I'm glad to know where we're at, but why are we here?
Look, bro, I get your patron like gave you some stank. But you gotta keep that under control.
Turn in this
Oh, okay, thank you.
And Jay, I have Long Strider for an hour since we started, so please let me know when that
So
works.
you are really slowing down for the sake of this.
Using my dice reroll.
Oh my gosh!
Can you put him to sleep?
He is actually,
Damn it.
like, we could
I
probably
am
go.
right here, my man.
No. It was not Jaime.
Oh, okay.
16.
16.
Oh, okay.
He considers what you were saying for a second. And he's like, I like your moxie, man. Yeah. That works for me. I mean, it wouldn't work out for you guys well if you tried to use me as a patsy, but we're not doing that, so no problem.
My thoughts exactly. Harame, pay the man.
Heath.
What? No!
I got
You
I got
got him, you pay
500
him.
coppers. Okay, I start counting coppers.
You're
Well, yeah.
We are
Yeah, I
running!
know one by one.
How about we handle the exchange of stuff when we stop?
Yeah, let's worry about that when we get
There's
to it.
There's no way you have enough you went and got enough coppers for this.
Yeah, I don't, but I
He
mean,
starts trying to get other and Everett just goes, what is happening?
As a professional organization, we're still getting our legs underneath us.
This is a professional organization.
Yeah.
We're surprisingly effective.
Yeah. These-
Oh my
I
god.
still liking that name. DDS.
I hope Peter recognizes how much of an influence Ryan is going to have on our party for the rest of the campaign.
I will tell him. That makes me so happy.
Whether he's present or not, he's here in spirit.
As you guys
The
were...
disaster.
The disaster.
It covers a lot of things.
Honestly.
The disaster detectives
On
is
our
a
good days.
multiple
Yeah.
meaning for disaster. Like, it has morphed into it.
The detective disaster.
Yeah, honestly.
As they are whispering about what they're going to do about Everett from behind, he's talking to you up front, which is why he's not hearing them. He's just like, so what made you leave the Azure Blades, man? I thought you were really enjoying your time there.
Yeah, I was, but everything got worse. So there was like a fight with the royal family and then our clan. So I just didn't want to involve.
Valtresses?
Yeah, the Valerian, and then I didn't want to involve all that politics and everything. I was just looking for an adventure.
That's fair. I mean, they've been squabbling for forever, though. You mean like a real fight?
No, it's like kinda like who's gonna take the power of the village and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that I don't understand, like all that dirty, moves and then threatening each other's. I just didn't want to stay in the business.
Gotcha. Well, that's all over now. I mean, you can join back up at this point.
I'll see. Like, if everything's settled down, I'll go back.
Yeah, I mean, Valtresses have
Have you seen somebody
pulled way ahead and really taken power, so it's not really in contest anymore.
Can I roll an insight check on that? On your statement of I'll go back?
Oh, you don't need to.
Roll.
I mean,
either-
I don't. I mean,
Go ahead. What does Heath know?
my that's a lie, but obviously, right?
Okay, what do you want to roll? Insight.
Roll either deception
It
or
doesn't matter. I rolled
persuasion.
20.
Oh,
Okay.
hard to tell, buddy.
Yeah.
So maybe Heath would be sort of surprised by that and be like,
Yeah.
"Aww,
No.
you have been chosen."
I did take him from the table.
Thank you.
That counts as being chosen.
Artificial.
If he stays, it's still being chosen.
Yeah, it's still being
Yeah.
chosen.
Yeah, but I mean, like you heard that the blades are working for the Valtresses now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I would that.
I was making
Have you
sure
seen-
between me and Finn,
Have you
you have not heard that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, this is the first you're hearing of it? Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted to go back, though, I'm pro freelancing, so.
You know where's the closest camp they're located at? Is there any Blades in Veltden? Is there a Blades member in Veltden right now? That I can talk to, if I can find a chance to, or something. I still think about that guy that I promised.
Yeah, I
him
saw
to
a couple
meet.
of them walking around. I figured that you were with them until we talked.
No, we've been, doing all that silver thing, so.
Gotcha.
None of that.
There's been assassins after us. We've had to kind of keep a report on them.
Yeah, I mean, that's very fair. I just figured when I saw him that. Oh, hey, we're talking now? I just figured when I saw him that they were here together, so it was surprising to me that he was off doing his own thing.
Everett, by the way, you said you're from the Riverlands, right? How do you send mail into the deep waters? You can't just send a
Zipline.
scroll.
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Ziploc.
Until this job, I thought the whole deep water thing was a bunch of bullshit. So, I mean, obviously there are deep waters, but people in the deep waters? I mean, that's like, fairy tale
People?
stories and stuff.
They're horrible.
They're brine.
Brian's a good guy, but the ones I met, they were horrible.
Well, the one I've met is great.
Yeah.
Are you?
So I'm going to go with
I'm
that.
happy for you.
On the whole, the humans I've met have been horrible. So
Yes.
Best fate point as well. Yeah.
That's very
100% of my experience with the deep waters has been lovely. Nearly all of my experience with Veltden has been awful.
Is Brian the new Vale?
Would you like to talk about
Everyone's like, who's Val?
Yeah. No, literally, he like keys in like, who the fuck is Vale?
That was actually a point in
Oh, I
time.
said there was a
Yeah.
thing.
She just kind of looks at you like...
He's a person.
Probably
Not a
yes.
rat.
What? Why you call me up, bro?
We can have a serious conversation, Heath.
Look, not now. All right. We're busy.
I'm very confused about what we are talking about and what we aren't talking about.
So left up here.
Are we almost there?
Right,
We're getting close.
that was so good.
So really, that was fascinating that you thought that they were a myth.
Yeah, I mean, I only grew up in one small village, so I mean, it could be different elsewhere, but I just thought they were, you know, scary bedtime stories, reasons, you know, not
Got to
to
get out in the world. You know, travel around.
Oh.
All that. Yes.
The comeback! If you did not have inspiration, you would have just gotten it. That was so awesome.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's very important. You're right. Maybe I should travel my own land more. I think I've seen more of other
you know,
lands than I
stop
own
by
at this point.
Corsair, all that stuff, and you know, make sure if you see a guy named
Durf.
if you see a guy named Durf, you know, tell him I said hi.
What kind of name is Durf?
I don't know. I didn't name him. He's not my fucking son.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
It's so good.
Yeah, everyone's getting taken down by Heath
Right.
tonight. Yeah.
The snipe. It's a snipe.
Look, I was unconscious and possibly dead. You know, just 10
He's like,
minutes.
I got a short rest.
I didn't get a short rest, but there's, you know, I'm a little bit upset. Anyway.
Fair point. He says, I mean, there are, you know, ways that, you know, things are brought down, are waterproofed and brought down into. Oh, hey! I will put him out.
It's okay. It was fine, and then his claw got me pretty good.
Yeah, then.
Sir, no, this energy is too much.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'll get some.
Running away from mom.
Uh-huh. He was being so nice, and then all of a sudden he was like, nope. He did the cat thing.
Now we are
No,
fighting.
yeah. I've seen the ribbon in your notebook.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Now it's
somewhere.
war.
That's exactly
Fly
the
the
vibe.
flag of war in front of me. How dare you?
Sorry, expect me to retaliate.
Who was sitting there? Oh, it was Matt the other day was sitting there, and you know how you were playing with him on purpose over the edge of that thing the other week, or someone was, I can't remember. I think it was you.
Yeah.
But, and then my friend Matt was sitting in there while we were playing a game, and he's just hanging his hand off, nonchalant, and Bagheera kept attacking him. And I was like, honestly, neither of you are to
Tell him
blame for this.
Tell him I said sorry.
I totally lost the plot.
Waterproof parchments.
Yes, he was saying that there are ways that people waterproof things to send them down or downriver or down into the water. So there are definitely means by which one could do that. But there's no mail system that he knows of into the rivers themselves.
Very interesting. Thank you.
You want to do something with Homie?
Yeah. I guess when we get to like where we like slowing down and stuff.
Okay.
Kazuya will pull out Hambi and kind of like hold him in his hand, and he'll say like, "Okay, buddy, I think this is where we should part ways. I've seen you and Reginald. I know that look. I've seen that look in other faces before, and I may have lost that opportunity for myself, and I wouldn't deny that to a friend. So I will leave you here. I want you to go back to the keep with Reginald and lead the new rat kingdom to prosperity and success. I will leave you this body. I don't know if you will age like other rats or not. I don't know what will happen when I've got a new familiar, but take this time you have and enjoy, just...
And homie's talking back to you, I believe, right now.
life on the surface, I guess.
Laughing fast.
And if we're ever back in Veltden, I will try to find you and check in on you and see how you're doing. And then he just kind of squeaks back at Kazun a little bit, and Kazun sets him on the ground, and he scurries off into a pipe somewhere.
Listen, Reginald will defend him with his life. With his tiny little rat life to the very death.
And Hambi will defend Reginald.
And Homie will provide much wisdom and guidance with his wealth of experience
Fair
that
nature.
literally no rat would have a long enough life to have. That's so beautiful.
That makes me so happy for Reginald.
Everett sidles up to Nor again. He's talking to the rat.
That's become surprisingly common with
Is
this
the
group.
rat also a person?
No, not in this case.
Their conversation is
He's just picked Nora as his person to help him with this information. He's been really helpful.
Yeah, the cultural translator.
Never mind the fact that Doris threatened him on multiple occasions.
Not to his knowledge. To his knowledge, there was one very straightforward, like, what's the word? Ultimatum? And he's like, I can respect it. We've had good interactions since up to now.
He's a mercenary. He's been on the wrong side of a deal.
Outside the thing still frozen in ice when we left?
Was there a person frozen in ice?
Yeah.
There was he was tied up in his restraint.
Oh, he's in a closed room.
We need to go check on him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
He'll
okay.
get out. It'll melt.
That'd be fine.
It's above freezing.
Okay.
That's a very Batman-esque
I don't think that needs to be on our
Yes, like,
priority list.
I'm not
I don't
going to
kill
kill you
anybody.
directly.
Yeah.
But I will
If
break
you
some
die-
legs and leave you in the middle of the alleyway in the middle of winter.
Okay, you guys stopped to have a conversation with Brian as you were leaving, and had a slow gait getting here, and stopped to have a small at the ladder up to have a small conversation with Homie and Priya as Kazun is finishing up this conversation. You hear voices and see the gleam of torchlight around one of the corners.
Like that we're going towards or behind us?
No, it is behind you. It's not from It's not from the route that you came through. You guys are at the steps to get up out of the sewers now, right? Yeah. So you look and you hear voices, and after a moment, you start to see there's the of heavy footsteps, and you see a couple guards run around the corner.
Nora, can you put up a wall?
Yes.
Quickly, wall. Everybody else, up.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Major Image. And
How many spell slots have you got?
this is my last one.
Okay.
Did he just get one more from? I don't know how warlocks
No,
work.
I had one last time, and that I used it on Shatter.
Mm-hmm.
Or I had 2 total.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't use.
The other one was minor image.
Correct.
It's a cantrip.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, warlocks have like almost no spell slots at all.
But they
Yeah.
come back.
That's why I was like, there's been a lot of spells going on. But
Yes.
that's why I used minor image instead of major image.
So my major image, is it actual stairs up or is it like a ladder?
It's like a
Ladder.
metal ladder.
Okay, metal ladder. Okay, so I'm going to.
You lift kazoo and like, go!
So I
Everyone
have,
comes with you, puts his hand on the other side.
Take it, dwarf.
They haul you halfway up the ladder with a sweep.
Sweet.
I have a 20-foot cube, so 10 feet in either direction from the ladder, and I'm gonna kind of like walk the path very quickly, and just enormous roaring flames spring up,
Okay.
like from floor to ceiling, as they're throwing out heat and sound and everything else like that, but they are illusory, in the hopes that will prevent them from getting close for a little while.
Okay.
Well,
Awesome.
Should pass without a trace out. I would assume once we get up top, look around to see if anybody's like within sight, and then head towards the temple.
For sure. You guys start to head up one after the other. Whoever looks back, Priya, you would have seen this just because your perception is so high. How do you guys? What order do you head up the ladder in?
Oh, we threw Kazun up.
I would go. I would probably
would've
go
gone up
last because I can turn. In theory, I could turn into an animal if I needed to, and squirrel.
Makes
rush.
sense that you go first because you're leading the way. So
Yeah.
you head up first. After Kazun.
Yeah.
Oh, I could haul up Kazun like there, push out.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
in front of
fair,
you.
fair.
They're
I feel like Priya and I might hold up the rear, and then Aoife would encourage you to go, and I would probably look back.
Okay.
Either way.
Everett hesitates and seems like he looks uncomfortable leaving you guys to go last, but doesn't say anything about it and then heads up.
Good man.
You guys see as the guards are running through, there are cries and shouts, especially as the flames spring up. Those who come up nearer to the ladder sort of stay a good distance away where they can start to feel the heat. And they're calling for buckets, and then people are yelling that there obviously are no buckets, and then they're yelling, use your helmets, and they start grabbing,
Oh, that sucks for them.
it does. But helmets full, like scoopfuls of water, and you see Warden Lefson round the corner in the back through the orange haze of the shifting flames. Make me a luck roll, you two. And what I mean by that is roll off and see who gets higher.
Oh, okay.
Of a 4,
Of a d4.
3.
2. Okay. I'm really tempted.
To reroll that?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, use it or lose it.
I want to make eye contact
There were
with
like
this asshole.
15 times that I was gonna
It's
give.
one.
Oh.
You said you don't want to make eye contact with him?
No, I do. I want.
You don't even know if that's what it is.
No, I don't. I'm gonna use my dice reroll.
No, don't use your dice roll. If that's what you were looking for, that's what you got. So no reason to use your dice reroll.
Okay.
Priya sees him, heads up next, and you catch his eyes, and you see that he sees you through the flames
Yeah.
before you head up.
This is one of those things. It's like objectively probably not a good idea. But I want this.
Okay.
I am gonna do the thing I told you about
Ooh, okay.
Okay, we make eye contact, and what does he look like? Like, what is his expression as he clocks me?
Make me an insight check. He's far away and through a bunch of flames.
This is true.
So it's not easy. This bitch.
This is a 26.
Ooh,
I have
okay.
18, and I have +8 to insight.
Okay, girl. You see Arbolin's face through the shifting orange of the flames, and he comes around the corner, and it's one of those things where, like, as he comes around, his eyes find yours, and there is a moment of unguardedness, having not expected to make eye contact with you as the guards are running around him and grabbing scoopfuls of water and throwing them near you at the raging flames. And he looks the same physically as you saw him. His hair done in a different style. You don't know about the sashes, right? That was something that
I heard a little bit, like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. We were, like, in the hall and in the vicinity as things between him and Eve were going on with the sashes, but, like, I don't know.
But not close enough to...
She may have heard the word sash or heard him mention a sash, but I don't think she would know anything beyond him having mentioned it in that context.
Well, he is wearing sort of simple but still finely woven green robes, and there is a long woven sash hanging around his neck with embroidery on it that you can't make out. He's wearing the golden gauntlets that he was wearing when he first met you guys. Sorry, I said gauntlets. I meant bracers. Gauntlet makes it sound like Vi. Yeah, like Vi from like just these
golden.
huge things. No, golden bracers. And for the moment when he turns, when you saw him before, he gave off an air of jovial friendliness. And in this moment, there is a stony sternness to him, especially as he meets your eyes and sort of clicks and he sees you. With a 26 insight, it's still difficult, not because your insight's not good, but because reading intention is difficult as opposed to reading emotion. He's clearly upset, not in a loud or, dramatic sort of way, but his keep has been ransacked and is full of rats and on fire. So
You have the day that you earn.
So where that upsetness is coming from is difficult to ascertain. But there's a flicker of surprise when he sees you.
As she climbs the ladder, she's going to say into his mind, "You hired me to solve these disasters, and you'll get what you paid for."
Whoa.
And then as she exits, She's going to start in a sing-song voice to him the words of the song "No Longer You" from Epic. I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
You are fully taunting this guy.
This
Love
guy fully branded as his traitor.
As a superstitious soccer fan, that's dangerous!
I see your palace covered in red, faces of men who long to see you dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies.
Jesus, that's an actual song.
That is an
It is.
actual
It's
song.
so fucking good.
Nice.
Fuck!
As you are transmitting this into his mind, smoke, or what seems like smoke, because you know this is an illusory fire, fills the sewer tunnels between you and him. And you hear, in your own mind, you have made true. I'm using my own voice. You have made true the rumors spread about your people. You have made earned all that you have gotten and will receive. And you play with powers you could not begin to comprehend. This is no victory, little root. Run while you can.
Does it sound like his voice, having spoken with him before?
It does.
Okay.
Make another insight check. Or a nature check.
We'll get insight. My hands are shaking. 23.
Nice. The insight is off the charts,
I'm
guys.
invested.
As this smoke plumes up around and you receive this telepathy, you are called back to that moment in the deep of the gloam in Theolarin's Vale when you were all connected
Spore clouds.
through his spores. And it feels the same as when one of your people speaks to you.
That remains to be seen. I came into the... Hold on.
I feel the stress. I feel it with you.
Let's see.
Anxiety.
What are people doing up on the top? You realize that
Nothing!
I
Everything's
realize
great!
that Eva
We just
spent an
made it!
extra second longer
I
than you
say,
expect.
hey, the warden's down there.
Oh.
Why don't we go make a fucking
Okay, I'm ready.
These were once powers you did not understand, and there's nothing about you that is more capable than I am. You had a head start, but we're coming.
Let's fucking go then. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I
What
think
do you
that's
mean,
all
go?
the exchange you have time
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
out. Yeah.
there's a quick exchange through between you as your eyes lock, in through the fire, and as you begin to move up and while you are speaking those lines into his mind, is as the smoke is building up before the connection and the reply comes, and he listens almost patiently.
God, this is like Galadriel and Frodo talking to each other like in super fucking slow motion.
As the guards begin to move in, seeing that nothing that they're attempting is getting through your eye contact with him breaks as you start to move up, and one of the guards runs over to tell the warden that nothing they're doing is affecting the fire. And he turns to say something to the guard, and some of the guards start moving closer toward it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running now. I'm leaving.
Can we lock this sewer behind us?
Well, there would be a lid, right?
There's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right. I just would be clunk. Let's go. And run.
What do you mean, let's go, man? Go back and fuck him up.
We are
This is
not
fine now.
We are not in
No,
a
no, no.
position to do that. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We cannot risk
the
this boat
warden.
right now.
Yeah, so we can come back, right?
He's the leader of the whole country, man. What are you talking about?
No, he's down the sewers. But
No,
not-
talk.
Let's go.
I wasn't going like, we don't let me pull the aside, DM! Fuck you! Listen, I'm just saying whatever I
If
say.
everyone wants to stay here and talk
Yeah,
here,
exactly. Have
stay.
fun. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Okay, you guys run?
Yeah,
All right,
heading towards
Make
Temple
me, you
Eve.
guys were up here looking around while she was having that quick conversation. Make me some perception checks, whoever was looking around.
Boy. All right.
I didn't know what you were going to say,
Whoever wants
so I
to-
wasn't prepared
I will
with a
help.
response.
Can I accept help from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to say.
24.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
19.
Never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it.
You made the
24,
racist rumors
19.
I started true, bitch. You were gonna make him true no matter what. Fucking asshole.
Okay, Priya, you get some more time to look as you get up before Priya, but she gets up and she's always on the swivel. You guys can see you're in an alleyway. There is tumult in the streets. There are, for as late as it is, there's way more movement than there should be in the upper ring streets. And as you sort of lean out to look around from the alleyway, you can see guards patrolling around, searching.
So what time is it right now?
Y'all, it's like
It's
like
like
5 a.m.
Yeah, we have
5 a.m.
Yeah,
So it's
because
like
y'all left at like 4 a.m., right?
I thought we left it around like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay, so like,
it's still dark. Yeah.
yeah, so like 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
it's
Yeah.
dark.
The witching hour.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's full dark. Middle of the night. That's why it's weird that there are people running around.
Having experienced similar situations like this before, can I lead us as I would like, scampering through from alleyway to alleyway through back streets to get to the Temple of Ime?
Yeah, I'm with you. Make me a survival check at advantage because Keith knows these streets and has, like you said, done nothing's quite like this before.
Is there other streets that like opposite way?
Yeah.
So I'll just unlit the torches
Nice.
from the other side of the street
Okay.
and make it look like we're just
Okay.
trying to escape from that pathway.
Okay. Make me a deception check
This is
or a performance check.
evil.
I can
A
help
performance
him too.
check, I think, is better.
I rolled 2 10s, by the way.
Stuff him too.
Okay. Make a performance check at advantage.
16.
16. Okay. You have that map that you drew earlier, so you know the way that you're going. Everyone make me a group stealth check. Remember that you have pass without trace.
This is plus 10, right?
17. All right.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Have a brush with the warden.
Back in her element of darkness and seething with rage.
And 37.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
27.
Aoife melts into the shadows like they are her home. 27, 37,
19.
19,
25.
25.
Don't forget you don't have disadvantage, huh?
I know.
I rolled a 4. So.
Luckily.
I got
Luckily
19,
passed without a trace.
12,
That's why you do pass without a trace.
Yes.
21.
21. Awesome. Despite her boots, there are still some clanky parts of Priya's outfit, but it's very soft, even with that, and is swallowed by the clanking of louder armor moving around. Especially as you guys go to move out of one of the shadows, Hermé makes a gesture off in another direction, and as he does, Kazum sees what he's doing and makes his own gesture in that direction, and a line of torches goes out in that direction, and several guards nearby see that happen and go, "Hey, there's movement over here! They're coming this way!" And they head off in that direction.
Perfect.
Thank you, Herman.
So, 16, make me another survival check at advantage.
He's my good one.
Okay.
I love this
Watch
just
it
straight
roll.
up stabs the dice out of his hand.
You don't get a chance now. This is not a
I
consensual
mean,
roll.
I can think guidance, but survival check 17.
17.
Oh, that one back.
It rolled better.
Yeah,
That was at advantage, right?
Yes.
that was Old Faithful for me.
If you'll allow me, I could say I focused hard and cast guidance on myself.
Yeah, you always can.
You can also say that I
Okay,
cast guidance
18.
on you.
Whether there will be consequences or not is a different question, but you always can use that.
Sure, fine, yeah. Taunt me, DM.
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
you'll accidentally
I'm
kill
just
more
saying
Scarves,
facts.
so who knows?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. Everyone make me another self check.
Do you want me to roll for Chase? Or do you want me to roll when he comes back?
You can roll when he comes back. I'm sure he'll be back soon enough.
23. That's not
3,
17.
21, 17. Okay.
38.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I should be rolling for Everett.
27 again.
That one? No, don't do that. So well faced.
Should know not 20 in the
27.
first roll too, so maybe the two will cancel each other out.
Say again? What did you say, bud?
27. Right? 10 plus 10 plus 7. Yeah.
There's a spot that you like, I know.
We're rolling
Rolling
the
stealth
stealth
again.
check.
Oh, okay. Fun. 14.
Did you have
Add plus 10 because of.
That was with plus 10, I could tell.
Jesus, your stealth is shit.
Oh,
It's +2.
Oh,
But I
That's
rolled a 2.
17.
That's shit
mine was
compared
actually
to.
19. I forgot to add my
Nice.
modifier. So
Okay.
Not that that is a huge difference, but we'll take every point we can get.
Oh, wait. Talisman. Okay, that's 4, so 18.
Really grateful for Pass Without a Trace right now.
Yeah, the facts. 2 4s, 1 2 and a 4. Okay. As you guys are rounding into one of the alleys, Everett is at the tail of the group, and one of the guards spots him. He says, "Hey, who's that moving over there?" And he's right behind you. And he's like, "Shit." He shrugs at you, snatches the pouch that you were counting coppers out of earlier, steps back and goes,
Was that a black
"Fuck
pot?
you!" and runs off the other direction.
Just coppers?
Whatever you were taking money out of earlier.
Okay.
Which probably is your whole fucking purse, but that's fine. That's a sacrifice we are willing
Yeah.
to make.
As he runs, Aoife's just
So-
gonna say to his mind, "You're a good man, Everett."
But before that, do you want to roll a luck check? Because I got 2 pouches, one for black powder and one for money.
Yeah, but he saw the one
He
that you
saw
were
the money
taking the
one?
coins out of
Ah.
earlier. He saw the money
Okay,
one.
what are you complaining about? You have
I
like
would-
200 gold, I've got like however
No,
much
I got
gold
only
in
like
the bank.
85 gold at total.
That's way better.
Way
Like,
better. I'm
that's
like-
very little.
Yeah.
Shut up and accept it.
He is choosing
He's
right now
saving her
not to
life.
let you
I would
guys.
rather you keep the black powder. That's
Yeah, that's
probably
what I thought after I said that.
probably worth more.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it works.
You say that into his mind, and not knowing how to speak back to you, he yells like down the way that he's going, as though he's yelling forward. He's like, "I hope I meet up with you later," and just keeps running. And you just hear some of the guards as they run past the alleyway that you're in. Like, what the fuck is he saying?
So guys were following Everett?
Huh?
Guys
Yeah.
were following
That's
Everett?
right.
Okay.
He saw that he got made,
Okay.
and he split off.
So that we
Okay.
wouldn't get caught.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they got the bait.
We keep going. We keep going.
Right?
I love, like, I fall in love with all of your NPCs, and like, I'm so worried about them. Like, we move through the world, and there are so many people that I'm just worried about.
Left
Like, the
behind.
ambient worry is creeping.
It rises. It rises. Okay, you guys make
I
it
can add to
to
that. I'm being worried, but that's
the
fine.
Temple of Yume.
And fucking Aoife starts praying.
At the side, there is that you were told to meet at. There is a young woman in leathers, seemingly chilling against the wall with a flower cart in the back, as though she's stopped to take a nap or is sleeping in the front of this cart.
3 a.m.
Yeah, because it's 3 a.m. exactly. But when you all run up, her eyes open in the darkness.
I say a flower blooms in the darkness.
You beat me to it.
She's like, "You're supposed to wait for me to ask how your garden fares," but okay.
Fuck, Cass, we gotta go.
Don't say that.
She counts you out and looks you all over, and then she walks up one after another and pokes you all. Okay. Drink these, and she tosses each of you a vial.
Could you
A
explain
file.
what we're doing?
Nope.
What the plan is? Alrighty.
Okay.
Drink.
Get in the cart first.
First. That's a big ass cart. I guess, or it has a thingy on it. Anyway, we're hopping in.
Yeah, it doesn't. You are confused because it's full of flowers, like pots and assortments and stuff. But as you start to climb in, the flowers get larger,
We shrink.
and you and become mountainous around you as you move in around them.
I want to find a flower to cuddle into.
One of you, she grabs whoever's like last that accidentally shrunk before they got in,
That was that.
and like.
Drink. She said drink. I drank.
and just like drops you in. Find a place to hide away. And she walks up to the front of the cart and kicks it in and starts moving.
I climb into like a partially open flower, and I'm like, I'm taking a fucking.
Everyone make me another stealth check for wherever you choose to hide in the flower cart.
Oh, it's not gonna work.
Do we have a few like minutes in here?
You'll have definitely a few minutes, definitely.
I'm going to discard my armor as we do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Kazoon starts stripping it. No.
Do we have advantage because we're super small?
Using my dice reroll.
It was straight to.
Oh wait, we get
You get advantage. You don't need to use your dice roll.
Oh, look at that. Way better.
Well, I still need to use
And
it.
still
Okay.
pass without a trace. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Jesus Christ, I'm rolling terrible.
This is for how well you guys are hiding.
Yeah.
Okay.
28.
28.
I'm rolling the same
27.
goddamn number.
I'd like to silent image like a mound of dirt over
Okay.
me.
You can't get.
You're like, I'm not gonna get in the real
You
dirt.
can't, yeah,
You
you'll
can't
get
get
double
advantage
advantage.
over advantage.
That's okay. That's okay.
What
This
are
is
these?
flavoring it.
Oh, they're cakes. Hey, big. So mound of dirt over you. Got it. 28. 28.
28.
Is
28?
it just pots and
27.
flowers?
27, I
Is
guess.
it just pots and flowers?
It is lots of different sort of flowers. It's mostly potted flowers.
Like tools,
But-
bags of seeds.
There are some bags of seed. There are not tools. There are like some wrapped bouquets and things like that. But it's just stacked full of.
Dream leaf?
Huh? There doesn't seem to be any dream leaf. What were you saying?
28.
28. That was
Oh,
3
that's
28s and a 27. You,
28.
oh, I thought someone over here got
Mine is
27.
actually 30. I keep forgetting to add my modifier because I'm
Jeez
adding the
Louise.
trip pass without a trace.
27.
27.
23.
That was the 27 I heard. Okay.
The 28 seed.
The 28 counts.
Yeah.
You guys find a place, nestle in. Kazun removes his armor. There is a long stretch of time where you see nothing but darkness in the shadowed, hidden space of the cart, but you hear the tumult of the city around you. Lots of searching guards. Make me a luck check, Henry.
Hello. 3.
Did you call high or low?
Yeah, I was rolling for high.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So 3. Okay.
I feel like we just always all roll
Yeah.
for high.
Yeah.
It's
Same
easier
time.
that way.
Yeah.
That's fair. Guards shouting, people shouting. There are some shouts of a Gloamish curse, some shouts of giant monsters, some shouts of a plague of rats, many different elements of things.
Kazun, mage hand high fives. Nord's mage hand.
Little tiny mage hand high five.
Mage hand high five. Tiny mage hand high five.
They're both invisible because we
Yes.
both are telekinetic.
I love that so much. Just see it like you're just feeling it out. Bagheera?
Sell my ribbon again. I think I've got the ribbon under control. I think we'll be fine.
Ribbon of war.
The reason for. After an interminable amount of time, it is in fact it's not like an hour or anything, but it's a good hot minute
Yeah,
before
when
you
guards are
roll up.
screaming. Yeah, I'm sure a few minutes feels like.
And it's a
Sure.
small, it's a slow gait.
Yeah.
With the horses clomping along. The driver is stopped a couple times by some guards. The blanket is thrown over. Bagheera.
Ooh, mom's gonna get you. Mom's gonna get you again. Gonna keep down.
Be rude. A couple of times that the tarp is thrown over and they look through the different. There's a quick cursory glance, and then she's waved on. Eventually, she rolls up to one of the gates. You can see the high walls of the city on either side, and you hear her talking back and forth, with a guard. You hear. Sorry.
Now he's a friend.
They exchange some short pleasantries, and you hear him sort of remark on the hour and how late it is, and this being strange. And as he pulls the tarp over and does an actual inspection, he searches through the, sort of looks through the pots and shuffles around some of the wrapped bouquets. His hand comes near a couple of you, but he pulls back after a moment, and you hear him question the woman driving the carriage on the strangeness of the hour.
You can just, fucking move through your city with flowers at night, like. That's she can do whatever she wants. It doesn't matter.
It's the modern world, asshole.
He's like, odd hour with everything going on to be making a flower shipment right now. And you hear her kind of click her tongue at him and go, listen, the mistress wants these flowers delivered immediately, and right now there's some sort of plague going on. Do you really want to send me back and risk taking that plague into the Violet Garden? And you hear kind of, it's fine anyway. We weren't told to keep people in as long as, I know you, so. And he ushers her on. As she rolls through the gates, anybody who want to make me an perception check.
Was that Barrett? Was that Barrett?
The guard that was waiting for Finn?
In front of the library. Still said about him.
Or Warden, which is the
21.
one we met coming in.
18.
I got 3.
I feel like Kazoon, being small in the flowers, there probably aren't a lot of flowers down in Magma Hearth. And being close to the inner workings of flower, he's probably very wrapped up in
sketching.
observation. Yeah.
What is this?
Who got high?
22.
18.
22, 18?
21.
21.
17.
Nice. Y'all rolling really well. Bro, calm yourself. Those of you who
When you finish that,
you guys sort
don't
of
rush, enjoy yours.
It's like, what is that?
sort of peer over some of the leaves and flower petals and can see as you roll your way out of the city that there are guards stationed, a couple of places where guards are stationed at the outside walls next to where the sewer tunnels exit from the city. You guys settle in? The ride rolls on smooth and quiet. You all get a short rest.
Is it fully dark now? Is there a little bit of light?
There's like starlight.
Okay. Could we start looking through? Is it enough to look through the letters by? Because we're about to have to pay for our passage. Or is it not enough for that?
I forgot. I even have it in my notes here, and I forgot to have you pay before you left. She would have done that, but too late now. Yeah, you guys can look through some stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth unpacking the whole shebang, but we're gonna have to pay with
Look
something.
through the letters, the love
I
letters.
think Aoife would like scoot along flowers to get over to you and be like, now that we're out of the city, we need to figure out.
Yeah. Well, do we have any evidence? So I pull out the Warden's love letters.
Yeah, I feel like she and I could divide the letters and see what we could accomplish in the time a short rest would take.
Okay. I will send you guys the contents of the letters, but there wouldn't be anything in those incriminating toward him being part of, not clearly incriminating toward him being part of the, what's going on with the Titans.
Can I scooch up with Heath and go through the ledger?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would love to assist with that
Okay.
as well.
Right, don't crowd around. Take
I'm gonna send you guys some stuff.
How many ledgers have you read over?
I can read.
That is not what he asked. I'm gonna send you guys some stuff. First is.
Thank you. Do you want one too? I also have. There's also a chocolate walnut over here. But the one I have is mango passion fruit.
Where do you guys want this? Just in the main chat?
Yeah, that's probably easiest. Only one place to deposit.
It's gonna get posted as a message text.
Boop. This is the ledger.
This is not the ledger. This is the private correspondences that. This is sort of like the takeaway. This isn't the best way to do this anyway.
Oh my god.
Here, hold on.
This is your dream.
This is my what?
Oh, sorry, Michelle. This is your dream. It's just
So much
stuff.
lore.
Tomorrow I'll run a bubble bath and just sink into it, just read lore
Nice.
for an hour.
That sounds glorious.
I'll post it.
The first document is all of the voting records, and then private correspondence.
I will send it in sections so that it's easier to read. As you guys are sort of sifting through these, what specifically, if anything, are you looking for in the in the accountings, in the ledgers?
I would look for payments to. I want to know how much he's paying the Black Scarves.
Okay.
For one, and then I don't know if he would have any payments to anybody in like Coruscant.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he has Drayton on the payroll.
Yeah, and then.
Honestly, it'd probably be a good idea for us to just have a good idea of everybody who's on his payroll.
That's true.
In case we encounter them in the future.
Is there any spells in that parchments? Did you guys only
You were able to pick one silly spell that you wanted to learn.
I handled it. This is cool.
Yeah, so everybody on his payroll. I also kind of want to know if they are, if the treasury is artificially inflated. Like if they're claiming that Veltden has more money than it actually does right now.
That's one of the things I figured that you guys were looking for. It does not appear, nor you are more skilled at this than anyone else would be. Kazun has some experience in stuff like this, but not the breadth and wealth that you would, and the specificity. Y'all make me investigation checks. Nor at advantage.
Very basic understanding of like, we bought
you were
groceries today.
Yeah. Well, and you were running a, not a shop, but you sold.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Me too.
Let's go. I took offense. I took offense to his his fucking lurching over my shoulder. I'm like, I'll fucking analyze this. How?
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Nor was like, how many accounts have you looked at? And he's like, I'll fucking show you.
Like, so.
Nor's like next to you with like a scratch pad, and he's like keeping track, and you're just like flipping through pages, and you're like, this looks.
I'm just looking for like important words, like fucking. It's just paid for his fucking water bill and fucking.
No, that's the thing.
Like, that's Mark's name right there.
There is so much to.
There's probably just like a bunch of mundane shit, so I'm just like looking for like things that pop out. Yeah.
And there are not.
It is
so both of you
20.
got nat 20.
Nat 20, but straight 20.
Got it.
What's your investigation?
+2, so 22.
22.
So the thing about this is that there are not. First thing that you know with a nat 20. Nothing stands out as obvious, like, you know, this much coin to the Black Scarves, or you don't see Mark's name on there anywhere.
Evil plot fund.
Yeah, like, you don't see Drayton's
Corruption
fund.
Yeah.
You don't see Drayton's name on there anywhere. You do see funds going out to Corsia.
Okay.
Corsia, the city that you guys started in.
Yeah, I know.
Labeled as charity funds. And some offerings to the temple there.
Funding a fucking orphan rehabilitation program.
With two fucking nat 20s. Sorry, I'm trying to think and give this at the same time. Yeah, so what you can see is nothing obvious but patterns, right? So like not, this is labeled for Drayton, but patterns of where things are going and amounts that don't make sense. Or repeated dispenses to something that wouldn't normally be repeated, like a charity in Corsia that has money sent to it every month, and you're like, for where?
Yeah.
For why, sir? Right? Nor one of the patterns you notice is that there are a lot of subsidiaries to your parents' company being paid through in varying ways. Many what's the word?
Do I know your
Well,
last
then maybe
name?
like in ways that don't make sense.
Yeah, he introduced himself when we first met.
Right.
No,
Norris
not in
Taylor,
ways that don't make
I
sense.
remember.
Which is one of the surprising things, is it doesn't seem suspicious. It's as far as like, oh, this doesn't add up, or these amounts don't make sense. It does make sense for, you know, trade negotiations and routes being opened and shipments being moved. It's just all under the Tremontaine name. Now, it doesn't say Tremontaine.
Sure.
It's all, what is it? I've got it right here.
I was gonna ask is
Ariga.
Yeah, Ariga Mercantile.
Yep.
It's all either Ariga Mercantile or things that you know are owned by Ariga Mercantile.
shit I would not know.
Right, so you'd see, you know, a couple mentions of Ariga Mercantile, which is not unusual. I don't know that Heath would know this, but it's not unusual. Like, they have dealings with a lot of places.
Sure.
But you would see that basically all of it runs under that. You notice as well a lot more incoming funds, both through trade with the Tremontaine companies, but also through taxes that have not changed. This is one of the things that you notice with reaching through the pattern. Taxes have not been heightened or raised. There's just more money coming in from these same taxes, demonstrating a higher bounty of crops coming in. Something that you would expect to see, and this is where Heath's expertise comes in, where you would expect to see in just really bountiful, abundant years. It's not outside the realm of possibility. It's just like what you see when...
Sure, like the harvest tax.
When the
I'd be like, that would seem to me like, oh, well, the harvest is great, and I would probably be able to think back and be like, yeah, there was a pretty good harvest or whatever here and there, yeah, for previous years, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and that it has been for a while, and it does not seem to have waned at all in the normal rhythms. It just continues to
Upward trend.
rise.
It's a bubble.
Now, and I've just sent you guys a bunch of the history. This is basically what you with your, and I think I put it on here, between the voting records, the accounts, and the private correspondences, you guys would be
This is like a
sifting
picture
through.
that would be painted
The
by all
picture
those
that would
things.
be painted
Okay,
by
that's
those.
great.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not unheard of that there have been bountiful times and seasons before where there's just been a lot coming in. There are also times of, like, the withering where there were, which is something you would know about, Heath, that was, it's like your Great Depression, just a time of severe drought in your land that is constantly remarked on and harkened back to. So there are times of great swell and great fall. This definitely appears to be one of those times of great swell that does not have any appearance of waning anytime soon. Who said the bubble? The bubble.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
because I know economic.
The economic bubble, yeah. I'm trying to think. 2 nat 20s. I'm trying to think of what else you might see. Trade.
Any sort of
Over the past decades, because you're looking at Warden Lefson's reign, and he's been in seat for 20 years. There has been a lot of exchange between Veltden and the Gloam. That by all appearances rose extensively during his time. Like there are some spikes and drops and plateaus, and during his time that rises significantly. And not like we're getting stuff from the Gloam, but things going back and forth between. And then in recent months, a drastic drop, either going out or coming in.
Is there anything related to that garden? It's being ruined, like demolished. There's 2 gardens. One of them is still in business, the Wild Garden, I think. And what was the other one?
The Rosary.
Rosary, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can find something about the Rosary. Records of the Rosary being shut down for what's the word that they would use?
Just lack of permits or something?
Oh yeah, like that was why Aunt V was
You're right.
driven out. The Rosary has some annotation about it for inappropriate conduct, and has fighting listed. Yeah. Extortion, lack of adherence to health codes. And was shut down and its assets liquidated to the city. You would also notice, Heath, funds being set aside and going toward the building of several orphanages. Great question. There is not anything that mentions the butcher directly, but there are increases in accounts going out for beefing up the city guard, outfitting them better, hiring more people, more patrols, just a general picture of highly increased law and order going on throughout the city.
Does that really start to spike up in the last few months also?
Yes. And you can map with your nat 20s that spike to new guards, new private guards for the keep and for the warden being hired and brought in specifically at the keep level, and funds redistributed throughout the city for guardship through the rest of it. So like the number of guards being paid increases significantly.
Does that spike in guard hiring correspond with when trade between the Gloam and Veltden fell off?
It does.
And does that track, where does that fall with our understanding of when the first disaster started to happen? Before, similar, after?
There is, I will say, there is a correlation with that for sure. You can see a correlation with that spike. The guards started to spike before trade with the Gloam fell. But definitely the line of the inverse line, there's an inverse line between those as it rises. And you were asking where that lines up with the timeline for
when we know the first disasters.
2 nat 20s. The fuck me in my entire life and the universe for doing this for me. Everyone's like, alright guys, huddle up, now is the time!
Slowly we all start leaving the projects that we're on because we can feel the gravitational
force. But literally, like when two people are in flow,
it's supposed to be
you know what I
both
mean?
of us are like, well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, just handing
I got real
as everyone else is just shocked that we're talking.
Yeah, y'all are like actually in perfect sync, and like the melding of your different knowledges is coming together in perfect harmony.
Yeah, you know Veltden, and I know
trade.
bookkeeping. I know trade. So like,
he's the charm and you're the muscle.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
All right, 2 nat 20s. The bountiful crops, but with the two of you looking at it together and sort of sussing out between your knowledge of trade and accounting and his knowledge of harvests and seasons and like the way that these things tend to go, you can see that there is a normalcy to the ebb and flow until a point at which it starts at first slowly, but then steadily increasing and increasing in bounty, and that lines up perfectly with the arrival and increasing in an exacerbation of the disasters.
That kind of checks out. Because
here's a question. You mentioned that there was money set aside for orphanages. Do we see a decrease in funding towards helpful things in the city starting around the same time that the guard cost starts increasing?
This is one of the things I was going to say, because again, 2 nat 20s and you're looking for corruption. One of the things that I think would surprise you, Heath, is you are looking at this and you are seeing the money that is coming in going back out into the city. Maybe not, and not just to the city, but the larger Grenwold area. Now, it's only going to the Grenwold area. But, I mean, there are charities in Coruscant that are getting money.
Sure.
By and large, it's solidified in the Grenwold area, but
I've not seen the orphanages.
you have not. There were, first of all, it's some of that stuff is more recent. secondly, the building of things takes time.
Sure.
And instituting of new systems and institutions. Thirdly, you heard some rumors and concepts and talking about this kind of stuff, but you dismissed it because
I don't like him.
hey, yeah, you don't like him. Also, like that doesn't jive with your concept. That didn't at the time jive with your concept of what government does.
Sure.
So you see, so not everything is going back to the land and to the city in ways that you would prefer or want, like there being 3 to 5 times as many guards as there were before, and things being shut down. You see things being shut down and liquefied that you considered that you liked about the city, like the Rosary and pubs and certain places, all on the lower end of
It's getting gentrified.
of the city, and of the city's culture. And there's a lot more bureaucracy being infused, like the permits that you're seeing. But whether or not you like all the ways it's going back into the land, it is going back into the land. You see subsidies for farmers starting new farmland and building new houses. Like I said, a couple new orphanages being built. All of the guards and laborers are being paid really well. The warden's getting paid more too, but it is not like
He's not embezzling.
yes, and there's not like an egregious difference like with most CEOs.
Yeah, but they're all
between-
trending upwards.
Exactly.
Included. Yeah.
Him included. Exactly. It's not like I'm spiking and everyone else is moving up a little bit. It's all, that was the perfect way to say it.
Wages are increasing fairly.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the warden and Lorelia or whoever else come up with a scheme.
Oh shit.
You
I
okay?
have more things. Yeah. Continue.
Come up with a scheme for
Got a page.
perpetual bounty in an election year. They
They
Yep.
know that there's going to be consequences because you see that in the beefing up of the guards.
and
They proactively hire guards and allow trade with the Gloam.
and
to
they
follow.
and yes, and they stoke anti-Glomish sentiment to
Or
justify the
Uh,
increased security.
I don't think they knew about it. I think they fucked up.
No, I agree. I think they knew that there would be
they-
some consequences.
Yes.
They did the thing, and I feel like then they started realizing the consequences.
I don't think they anticipated waking a Titan.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
he
I
was
guess we'll find out.
using the same spores that Theala. Y'all wouldn't know this.
Roll it back.
We're
Roll
about
it
to
back.
right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That makes sense. I mean,
I think in character they would also be having a very similar
well,
conversation
I mean-
to this
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
there's more information that we need, like where the fuck he found the book, because we don't even know what that's all about.
How does it? Yeah. how does
Because
it
then
connect?
that might fill in some gaps as far as like, why was he in the Gloam to do the spores stuff in the first place? So
He was a facet about him that is known is that he wandered alone in the Gloam. As that at the time that seemed innocent and seemed like a positive thing to my people. Was he looking for the book? Like, did he
stumble
know where to
upon the
look? Was there intention in that we
Or
did
was
not
he-
see?
Did he already have the book, and was he working on Waking the Titan?
Exactly.
or did he
I think
need
to
to
Nora's point-
awaken the book somehow, and he was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I think to Nora's point,
Jesus,
he
so much.
did know that that there was going to be consequences. He hired the guards because I think he did anticipate if there is a balance in nature, and if you bring more bounty to one area, that's going to bring ruin to other areas. So
Yeah.
I think he was prepared for
Yes.
Revolt.
refugees or other places to be wanting to take what they have, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it seems like he really is working for the better of Veltden, but he doesn't give a shit about anywhere
he was
else.
willing to incur cost to other people. I mean, I think y'all may be right that he didn't necessarily know what the consequences would look like. For me, the jury's out if he knew that he was working with a Titan or not.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we'll
as
find...
Michelle, based on the fact that he had those spores, that would imply that there's a close relationship with the magic of the Titan.
I'm wondering though if that came after.
Yeah.
That's possible.
I wonder if in waking or binding, whatever magic this is, he is yoked to the Titan in the same way that the Titan is yoked to him.
I mean, it seems
True.
to me logical that if his goal is bounty, that he would seek out Yume's Titan intentionally. I mean, it said
With
growth,
Yeah.
Consume,
Yeah.
So like, it feels to me
I'm not willing...
like that was an intentional relationship that was cultivated on purpose.
Yeah. I'm not willing to give people credit until they prove otherwise in the sense of this, of like, evil master plans, because I feel like sometimes shit happens, and definitely, there's... We'd still need more information to figure out whether or not did he intentionally do it, which is a different thing from accidentally doing it.
Of course. Also, though, I'm not willing to underestimate the fact.
True.
Like, I think, to me, this is a spectrum, all of which have to be kept in mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to assume positive intention and that he accidentally stumbled into the Titan when he very well may have known exactly what he was doing and have cultivated this situation on purpose. Both are possibilities.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think he was intentionally working to upset the balance.
Yeah.
Well, whether or not he knew
the full consequences of his actions.
Well, and here's the other thing. I still think this is above table. I still think that he is. The strings are being pulled by Laura Leah. I wonder if she whispered in his ear and said, "Hey,
this is how you.
I know of a way that we can have bounty and secure, your Warden Lefson dynasty."
Yeah.
Maintain your position, and used him to wake the
Was there any indication that, or would I remember that there were any years where it seemed like there was drought, like the beginnings of drought, like harvest yields started dropping off before they started going back, like going all the way up?
Particular drought. Let me look at what I've my copious notes here.
Yeah.
So many notes.
Like, does Heath remember just like when he was 12 or something that it was things we were thirsty?
The 20 years that Heath was growing up. In the years that Heath was growing up before, sorry, I'm not saying Heath's 20, but the
28.
person who was warden for Lefson, Aradella Ashwind, was warden for 20 years before that. So your time would have been Lefson and Aradella, right?
Yeah, but he was very young with that, so he barely remembers of that.
You have not known
Drought? Question mark.
You have not known drought in the time of Warden Lefson, but there was not this excessive bounty the entirety. There were times where things were tighter, and
but nothing
money
like that screamed terrible.
Yeah, no, there was nothing that screamed terrible while he has been warden. There were times when costs went up and down in a way that was normal and more of the regular flow of harvest that you expect. During the first part of his reign.
Right. How long ago did the like harvest yield stuff start going? Is this just like a very short like sun spike, or are we talking about like?
It's more slow but consistent. So it's been years of it slowly but exponentially spiking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's getting steadily higher, but you can trace the beginnings of it back years.
Makes sense.
Alternative theory. What if my gosh, the first druid. Thank you. Woke the Titan after years of being bound by the Warden in order to, I mean, they were friends, but
Falling out.
tried to exert some influence on the outside world, and
we'll have
How
to
would that account? Yeah. How would that account for him having? Would he have just subsumed the?
I think it's because the Titan referred to like the manacles, and we're thinking that they're the bracers.
Yeah.
Like,
If that's true, the Titan was unaware of her interference because he asked about her and was unaware
you're right.
of her presence.
You're right.
Which still doesn't make that impossible.
Because he would have only known her as a living being rather than a book.
But I think he would have known. I mean, he's
Her
used to the
energy,
mental
yeah.
connection, so like I think even connecting as a book,
True.
if she's capable of that,
Yeah.
if she was capable of reaching out to wake him
We'll
up.
have to ask the book about that.
So I think
Yeah.
this is all good for us, but I don't think any of this points a smoking gun for.
Yeah, for payment.
I don't know.
Does anybody have any?
I'm not so sure. I think if we were able to come up with all of this,
You think she can get more by
I think she
smoking
can get more
more?
than we can. Like I mean,
Yeah, with her.
We, at least in what's been revealed so far, do we have any direct connection with Laura Leah?
not.
We have indirect connection because of the relationship between Grinwald and the Peaks, and that's strengthening.
Cousin, can your book copy all of these pages?
I've been taking notes.
I mean, but like, I'm thinking this is going to be the payment.
That's
So
a DM question.
I'm just saying, like, cousin, print fucking
Yeah.
Xerox scan it.
Xerox.
It's not. You can't magically copy them in like a Xerox. You could.
Man.
She could like, just like you could script them in. She could script them in. If you wanted them copied in here, but it's gonna take time. Just like it would take time for you.
Well, when we get out, I guess we have to figure out what we're going to give her as payment.
When we
It's rather nice of her to drive us out first.
The thing she asked you for was proof of some sort of proof or evidence of the Warden being involved with the disasters.
which I think arguably this with a smart
I think
mind, I think you can see that.
The guard increasing before the disasters do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we mentioned Laura Leah
And you
earlier,
guys found a direct
Correlation.
a direct correlation between the bounty and the increase in bounty and the disasters.
Okay.
when we mentioned Laura Leah earlier, you made a reference of like you needed to add something.
Right.
Was that in
Yes.
reference to this conversation? Before we move on.
Yeah, because we gotta. It is 10 p.m. and so we gotta shut down. I forgot to mention, as you were looking through here, that you see large sums. The one thing that does trigger as like, oh, this does seem like someone paying themselves, on equal amount, are large sums going to Igniksara for armor crafting. And for research. There are also large amounts going to Serenis, to a family called Velorana.
Velorana?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the same name that Everett was using earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Who winning the power struggle?
Mm-hmm.
So magically there was a power struggle and large sums of money are going from Veltden to a family that is suddenly
In power.
in power. And
Is it Velorana or Bellarana?
Vel. For that is listed as compensation.
oh, great. That's not corruption. You didn't even try, bro.
This is what I'm saying. There are a few that ping out as like, this is weird, right? Like, so large amounts going out to Ignisar for armor crafting, large amounts going for research, large amounts for compensation to Velorana, large amounts coming in
books, right?
from.
What?
Research for when was that large sum out? Was it before the
Disasters.
before that increase?
What increase?
The bounty.
The bounty increase?
Bounty increase.
All of the large sums going out to these places are coming after the increase of bounty.
Where are they? Okay, so the bounty started a few years ago. The disasters started a few months ago. Where are
Disasters got noticeable a few months
That's
ago.
yes, that's true. This is a
And the
great
bounty
clarification.
exponentially got worse.
The disasters got problematic a few months ago. They were noticeable before that, and they were happening before that.
But
So,
no,
like, it got to a point, it got to a head a few months ago, where everyone's like, acid
We
is
can-
falling on
yeah.
our heads.
can't-
And
yeah.
lava
We
is
gotta do
is
something.
breaking into,
Yeah.
it really was like, someone's got to do something now,
Yeah.
and enough outcry rose up that the
Okay.
leaders
So-
got together.
Bounty did increase.
So at what point on that
He-
timeline are these payments? It's starting. You said it started after.
Directly after, yes. So before, within the years after the bounty started coming in, man, I'm trying to like thread the needle of not being crazy, but giving you guys what's worth 2 fucking nat 20s. I think I could just say this. After the bounty starts and there's like enough has come in for a good collection to have gathered up, that's when the money starts
They
going
start
out.
using it. So Heath, the stone you had from Ignisara was in the bag of holding given to us by them. I'm wondering if it was left in there by mistake. I wonder if that is related to the research that they're doing in Ignisara.
I mean, beats me. But I mean,
Y'all were asking questions, but I don't want this to. There's also significant money matching that same timeline coming in from a merchant's guild in the peaks.
And that would be one that he doesn't recognize.
That is notably one of the only ones that is not under your family's name.
So large sums of money coming in from a merchant's guild in the peaks, unconnected with the Tremontaines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which city would it be? Oh, he told you. Which city did he say it was from? Now I'm gonna fuck it up because I don't know.
Oh, is it the guy, the crystal merchant? I have that guy's shit written down.
What city did he tell you he was from?
Let's see if I wrote it down. Guys, what do we think?
likely.
The odds seem good. I know I said it. I just can't remember. I've got it in my notes somewhere.
I can almost
Read the
guarantee
merchant. Verdian?
There it is.
Trust yourself.
I love being able to rely on myself.
Insane. You're like past Michelle.
Past Michelle,
So
yeah.
reliable.
Yeah. Past
Yes.
self is
So
great.
large sums of money coming in on that same timeline from Verdian.
Yeah, I'm highly suspecting there is like a splinter of Clan Fireforge in Ignisara that is working for the Warden and creating stuff like the Ion Stone for him.
Could be.
We do have people abroad. There should not be anybody that skill level abroad, but who knows?
How long have you been gone from home?
A couple months.
Yeah.
There also shouldn't be a book that's a fucking druid and not one of the rune masters,
Also
but
true.
you know.
2 more questions, if it's not too much. The first one being, is there any reference to...
You're being so sweet right now.
Is there any reference to the payment to set up us?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what is it listed under, if so?
Great question.
Secondary question. Who currently owes whom? Like, who, between the Tremontaines and the Warden, who is currently in debt to whom?
Who has gotten more money?
Yes.
Okay.
How many?
More money has gone to
400 times.
the Tremontaines.
Okay. That tracks.
So 2,400 gold.
So it
payment
is feeling like
fucking
as-
DD.
okay.
Y'all were called it. So
I know.
There is what 2,400
It was
gold
2,400 for 6 times 400. Yeah.
plus the value of a bag of holding.
Yeah.
That is marked on the date of the High Council. That is listed under diplomatic relations.
Okay.
I was wondering how many other groups have been looking for disasters like us.
Oh, smart question. Are we the only ones that have
Under
been...
diplomatic.
Yeah, how many
It's listed under.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff listed under diplomatic relations.
But that could also be a lot.
Lots of dinners.
Yeah.
People going back and forth.
You understand?
No, sir.
That means
He's just giving me the eye.
he didn't put that under security.
Yeah.
So that means he doesn't fear what's happening. He did this to appease the other nations.
It was about looking a certain kind of way,
Yeah.
which implies he knew from the beginning. Okay, so I'm leaning more and more into the feeling that like he knew Laura Leah, one of them, knew from the start that they were getting involved with the Titan. Because basically what these costs, they line up with all the other Titan activity that we're hearing about. So like not only was he getting involved with his Titan, or Laura Leah was getting him involved with the Titan, but like the Song of the Deep, starting up with the Titan down in Serenus as this family comes to power, your family becoming more powerful, and then your patron going on. Do they know about it? Do they not? Like, how is that working? Magma Hearth, Ignixara, there's all this armor and stuff coming in, and we also know Ignixara has Titan disaster activity.
Oh shit.
Disaster activity that is presumably coming from a Titan. So like, not only does it seem like they were getting their shit up and going, but like they're making alliances to protect their interests, to put other people in positions of power with Titans, so that they can potentially guard each other's.
So that's what I'm saying. What is the end game here? Is the end game Veltden becomes entirely isolationist? They shut their walls and it's permanent bounty and all the citizens are fine?
I feel like that's his goal, yeah.
But what's the benefit of then establishing, like,
I
ensuring that the right people are in power
Well,
and
I
the
think
right...
his goal and Laura Leah's goal seem different. His goal seems to be to take care of the people of Grinwald and Veltden. And if she could make a case that that's what he's doing, he may not understand the rest of these other goals. Her end goal seems like it might be very different from his in this. Her end goal might be something more like that. And I don't think it would be that hard to find other people who would do this just for the sake of power. I mean, a family taking over in Serenus. Your family, Nor's family, sounds like...
Macon.
Yeah.
The faces from Chase every time his family comes up are so great.
It makes so much sense.
Mareed, the merchant, is selling his crystals that are either fake or real, we don't know. Like, he's not worried about the ethics of the situation.
Yeah.
So, like, we have the Warden.
He looked at the crystals.
Yeah, he said
He said they were real.
Well, yes.
Gotcha. I'm with
they
you.
are real. How he came to possess them.
Got it. I was just reminding. I thought that moment was forgotten.
It
There's
might.
probably a titan that grows them and they
Yeah.
have
Yes.
taken control.
Were they created by shady? Even if they appear and function as real crystals, were they created by shady means? A lot of questions there. So, like, I think the Warden, so far in what we know, the Warden with his moral compass seems like a little bit of an outlier compared to the allies like Drayton that he seems to be making, who all seem more straightforward opportunists. That's what I'm observing.
Drayton wasn't working with him. Drayton was working with Laura Leia.
Yes. Yeah. And I think it's also worth pointing out that at the council where we were hired, I'm pretty sure Laura Leia was the only spouse that was present.
Mm-hmm.
Which, at the time, seemed like, oh, the Warden loves her so much.
Y'all didn't run into any other. Y'all didn't run in directly to any other members of the High Council.
Yeah.
So whether or not they have their spouses with them is not something you would
We went
know.
to dinner with them.
You went to a dinner with Warden Lesson and Laura Leah. He brought you guys to dinner.
We did see a couple of.
We were at a table, and there were other, because I made notes about ones that we saw at the table.
Yeah.
It was a long table, and I guess you're right. We wouldn't have known if their spouses were there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
We can make history checks for if people want to try to remember.
I will
who
try
was
to.
there and who wasn't.
I will try to remember because I want to know.
I mean, I can write in my notes. There were a couple people down.
My memory, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my memory was that you guys went to a hall where they were also eating, but
Right.
you were at a table together and with the Warden and his wife. There was no one else at that table but you guys and the Warden and his wife. And then there were other tables where other members.
My memory isn't that
Nordic lady. Like
We
a
saw.
Yeah, no, you definitely saw her.
Val the Frostwind with her retinue, the Gleamfolk ruler, and that was all I wrote down.
Yeah. I don't remember whether it was in my mind. It was like one long table, but like that's just how I remembered it. But yeah, we were definitely focused on the Warden and Laura Leah. I think the way I'm remembering it is that like nobody else was being demonstrably affectionate. At least that
That's
came
certainly
to our
true.
attention. Like she had a role, like the way I'm thinking of it is she seemed to have a role at the function that if other people had their spouses present, at least to Aoife, did not appear to be taking an active role in things.
Gotcha.
Whereas like he was introducing her and like making her a part of things.
Very true.
But those are assumptions on my part.
I said Valdris before when I meant to say Velarana, so I'm sorry if I confused you. But I meant Velarana.
Yes.
So the connection she
True.
made was true.
On that topic, people who were there for that session.
Oh, you weren't there. Right?
Correct.
Oh yeah, Nora was dying in the ice.
Yeah,
No, at the time you weren't dying in the ice.
That's true.
At the time you were back home.
I was back home.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was going through some stuff.
I was going through it.
Was
My horses died the next day.
oh my gosh.
I'm gonna use my dice re-roll on a history check.
Was there a
See what I remember.
Velarana member on the council?
No.
No. Okay.
There's also not a Tremontaine member on the council.
Now that I knew.
That's new. There's no Valarana member on the council. The council, and I can send that to you guys, but the council consisted of each of the leaders. Oh, wait.
There also wasn't a Gloamish representative on the council.
There wasn't one from our clan.
The
either.
dregs, yeah.
And the dregs either.
There was the sum does directly say Velarana on it, right? Compensation to Velarana.
Yes.
Okay.
To House Valarana, specifically.
Above table. Yes, Warden Arbroin could be, obviously they wanted to have harvest last, right? I think going off of the term lengths that we're seeing in here, I mean, the average is around like 15, 20. There's a few that are 30, so if they wanted to try and extend, his terms, he needed to, impact some change.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts by increasing slowly the growth in things using what he knows. It goes exponentially, which I think as more and more of like maybe the growth in Titan or whatever that destabilized things or woke things up, and now he's panicking because he's woken the Titan, which leads him to buy more guards and things of that nature to kind of protect him from any consequences there, and then the large sums of money to Ignitzara for armor and research. Who better to ask about old things than people with old books? Also, armor and research would be necessary to fight Titans, right? And then the other alliances around are perhaps to help build relations to fight the other Titans, maybe. But at the very least, it seems like maybe there's some, maybe not active fighting Titans, maybe defending against Titans is what that is, and then he's just saying, well, we'll just send people off to go fucking die because I still don't know how to solve the issue. That's at least a possibility.
That feels like the most optimistic.
I feel like we
take.
were definitely
Not
just
that
for
that's
show.
wrong.
The least evil take.
Oh yes, yeah. This 100%
It's
was
that I
a.
fucked
I'm
up,
sorry,
I'm
what'd you
covering
say, Josh?
shit.
As we were definitely just for show.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't
Yes.
expect us to do anything.
No.
Yeah,
except for
I convened the
make a-
nations.
make a
we
scene of
sent
a
Yeah.
group
our
of brave
best.
adventurers
Yeah,
going
yeah.
off.
It's hard for me to believe that take is fully true with the way he responded to us, and we were marked almost immediately as treasonous. Like, those are hard for me to square, that if really it is fully accidental and good faith on his part, just wanting to defend against the Titans.
It's not good faith, it's more of, oh,
Covering his
I
ass.
fucked up, oh shit, oh fuck, and then trying to figure out how to cover his tracks. Because if he's politically motivated the whole time, then the idea is, how do I make this so I'm not looking bad? So he does the stuff with us, and then he's also trying to prevent us from discovering that he was the one who caused the Titans to wake up, which led to the disasters. So whether or not it's malicious remains to be seen, or if it's just like, I fucked up, now I'm doing everything in my power to cover my tracks.
So that actually,
Which are two different...
that gives us a good path forward to one of the things that we need to try to focus on is weakening his popularity, because the more we can get people to question him, question his goals, his motives, and everything like that, we can reduce the number of people willing to go work for him, maybe just create some resistance within the city so that he can't afford so many guards to go after the Gloamkin, things like that.
Well, Veltden is the only place that's not experiencing disasters, right?
Yeah, but
Inside the city proper, at least.
Right. So, I mean, the easiest thing is, for one, who started the disasters, right? That's still priority one, because then if you tell that to the other cities, then perhaps they stop assisting him, or at least the other nations might not be so keen on him, because ultimately, Veltden, people who vote for him, aren't necessarily the ones that are feeling the effects of the disasters, so we have to kind of start from the outside in.
and you need trade. So
I think,
they are
yes.
shoring up the trade that they were getting from the Gloam by going to the Tremontanes instead. So
Yeah.
if we can find some way to make trade with the Tremontanes difficult again.
Yeah,
then
not only
they
the Tremontanes, but if we can disrupt whatever's going on in Ignitzara,
And
Mhm.
disrupt lines
Figure
of
out what they're doing.
equipment back and forth. If we, basically what the picture that is emerging for me
Yeah.
is that, like, a faction that is friendly to the Warden has emerged in many of these areas, and if we can disrupt those relationships, whether that's in Serenus, Ignitzara, with the Tremontanes, those seem to be like the pillars that some of his functioning success are standing on. Which I think this is a great time for this to come up, because this is our moment of, like, deciding where we want to go.
Mm-hmm. Very curious about the armor and researching what that is for, because that can lead to motives of like, of is it panic or is it?
Would Kazoon, thinking through this, would
'Cause
Kazoon
if
want to pursue maybe looking for Clan Fireforge in Ignixara, or would he still feel the drive to go directly to Magma Hearth?
Aren't they next door?
One is kind of above the other.
Yeah, it's fine. We can go.
Yeah, I think we would probably want to go to Magma Hearth to find out what we're going into in Ignixara, because I don't know much about Ignixara.
True.
Yeah, none of us do. It's the biggest blind spot we have.
But yeah, because if the research and armor that he's asking for is like protection or like how do I fight the Titans, then we know that he fucked up. If it's anything else, I mean.
So we know that the guard ranks have expanded in this period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Have the armies of Grinwald, are they receiving additional funds? Are they being outfitted? Are they expanding?
Well, we know
Or is the guard and the army the same thing?
Good question.
props?
A great question. The guard and the army are connected, but not exactly the same thing. There has not been a significant increase in the Gren militia.
Okay.
They're all getting paid more.
Okay. That rules out what I was potentially thinking, which was if he is connected to the Titan, which we know he is from that last interaction and the fact that he had the spores, so
Right.
the Titan has been in his mind and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me was wondering if his motive changed when he connected with the Titan to the Titan's all about growth, expansion, consuming.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my first thought was he's beefing
expanding
up.
to
Is he
take
going to
over.
launch a war
Right.
That makes,
of expansion from Grinwald?
He literally just promised to launch a war.
Yeah, but that was
but against the Glom.
that was more of a
It's a political thing.
yeah.
I mean, sort of, but also not really, because he did already cut off trade with him a while ago, right?
And he
Like,
has
that's one of the
set a
first
defensive
things-
line
That's true.
He's
Yeah.
he's trying to
a
scapegoat.
mile outside of
But
the
he was
really
trying
feels like
he was
he
trying to
was
scapegoat
already-
for the problems that.
But I mean, if you're trying to justify a war with someone, think back to Kelric and his conversations with them about how Kelric's father had used them as a scapegoat for everything,
Yeah.
and that is what started the war the first time.
And the primary trigger for that was just a Glomkin being Warden. And like that was enough of a trigger for him to start playing on that.
Right. So now everybody is thinking like, oh, the Glomkin is the reason for all these disasters. You know, the Glomkin, witches, curses, or whatever. Like, it is a perfect way to play up and drive public support for a war. Which,
Yeah.
Which
you're,
could be covered
if you're
for
an
killing a
elected
Titan
official and need the public to support your war, like, then that would work.
Right. Well, it could be cover for him to go into the Glom and try and kill a Titan. Whether or not he knows how to do that right now is another question.
That's, I mean, I don't know if he wants to kill the Titan or if he just wants to take control of the Glom and have control of the Titan. Because I think
if he's afraid of it,
Chase is really. I feel like Chase's idea of him being influenced by the Titan's mindset of growth is. very
that's
fitting for what's
compelling.
been going on.
The other thing that I thought of, which wouldn't occur to Heath, but I mean, your patron is a Titan. Is he also?
He is
a person that
above
has
table.
is Warden or Boren a warlock,
Actually a warlock.
with a now Titan.
Because
thing.
I mean, yeah, above
Do you
table.
enjoy hearing us?
I'm having so
By
much
the way,
fun.
above table is all anxiety.
I'm like, do I not make any face or do I grin constantly? Like, what's the way to not say anything?
Like
Yeah, and
when you were speaking and like you were and she said the smoke shit, I was like, oh fuck. Because I was just like, that's such a like warlock thing to do. And then I was like, wait, what if he's a warlock and he's connected to the fucking Titan? And then I was like, well, I don't like that at all. But I was just feeling that while y'all were just
hanging out.
I don't know what you all are talking about. Nor has not been affected
Yeah, exactly.
at all
Yeah,
by
yeah.
his relationship with this
He was
patron.
wearing full
How are you?
It's interesting to think though, with Nora's patron who's encouraging him to like harden himself, like with the Titan in the woods, like grow, consume. It's also interesting to think with like Laura Leah, like how that might affect him and his relationship with her, like rather than cutting away memories like Nora's Titan is doing, like it might inspire greater devotion in him or like more intensity, if like an all-consuming type of love or things like that.
True.
Like, and it's interesting to think about. Did she? This bitch.
Well, I mean, that's just a theory, and I'm like, I hope that's not true. I like my lesser theory if he fucked up better.
I can see that you want
I mean,
that to be true.
they can both be true.
I would like for that to be true because that makes a lot of sense to Aaron as a person, and also it means that there's less to worry about regarding him.
He and Laura Leah seem opportunist enough that they would be, maybe not Laura Leah, but he seems foolhardy enough to be like, okay, I'm going to go after this power. Oh no, this power comes with
Problems.
this huge Titan.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess I'll ally myself with the Titan, or link myself to the Titan, and it'll be okay, because we're on the same side.
Right.
Well, I mean, depending on how much he was influenced during that oh shit moment too, like, it could be a matter of like, oh shit, like I'm linked to this Titan now, but I can't give up my power because then I can't grow and consume.
Speaking totally hypothetically, sometimes you have to maintain the relationship
Yeah.
to continue pursuing actions,
Yeah.
even though you recognize how it's harming you.
Yeah.
Because you hope that you will gain leverage down the line, and you will be able to strike a different deal.
Aaron is very much of the mindset of like, yeah, if this guy's only thought is power, people who only desire power, I have a lesser opinion of and believe that they're less intelligent and they're more prone to fucking up. So
I really think, that his,
until proven otherwise.
I think his original
That's-
motivator was I want to stay in power.
Yeah.
I want to rule as the Warden for longer than the typical span of Warden.
Which is
Yeah, I mean,
And
he,
possibly
Which is-
with good intention. Maybe
No,
he really
I
did
think
want to
it's
make
both.
things better.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he does seem to have I mean, the ledger also shows he is consistently invested in taking care of the people in Veltden, even if that's not the way each of us would
Yeah,
necessarily have done it. Like, he has prioritized taking care of them. So, like, I don't think he's purely opportunistic, but most politicians have that in them, or else they wouldn't have become politicians in the first place.
Sure.
So, like, to me, it's both and, not either or.
It's not fully malicious. If it is fully malicious, I'm more worried.
Yeah, that's more.
If it's not fully malicious, I am less worried in the sense that it's like, oh, you're stupid. That I understand. But if it's malicious evil, then that's a different problem because that means that there's a lot more that it's worse. It's just worse.
We're also only getting the angle from this ledger. There's no guarantee that some of the other
We have
major players are not pulling their own strings.
We definitely have to.
We're assuming that he's at the center of this.
Correct.
We definitely need to talk to the book because the book can help us figure out a lot of more stuff.
The book might help us figure out.
Yes, at the very least.
You don't know how much the book knows or how much the book will tell you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was locked in a room.
We're not going to find out while we're in a cart with.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a
So-
middle of the woods or middle of the fucking journey conversation while being very.
I dropped a reminder of the High Council because you would all know the names and titles of the High Council. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily, if you feel like your character personally wouldn't know, totally fair, but this is like a common knowledge thing that most people would, know generally. So you were asking, to correct myself earlier, Chase, sorry, if one of the High Council members from the Riverlands was a Velorana, and yes,
Okay.
Lord Callan Velorana.
Okay.
So by the time of the council, the Veloranas had already taken power. Enough that one of them would have been considered in charge.
Yes.
Okay.
The House Velorana has been Heath, Hammer would know this better than most. House Velorana has been considered the sort of, what's the word, contact for the Riverlands.
Like de facto rulers.
The de facto ruler. The thing about the Riverlands is they're very scattered and independent. So that's like sort of been the recognized ruler. Before any of this happened, they are a house that's been in power and rich and in power for a long while. They're a historic, powerful house. But as Herme was indicating, there has, like, whether that power is recognized by the internationally, is very different. And he was, conversing a little bit with Everett about a power struggle for actual tangible power between House Velorana and the Azure Blades, who he would know traditionally holds a lot of power and who holds the most power and the most sway really changes over time. But the Azure Blades have never been like the people that are written for like, hey, will you come do this diplomatic thing?
Yeah,
like they're a guild.
trade
They're
negotiations.
more
Yeah,
like just
Right.
people of the people.
My recollection
Exactly.
is that not all of the High Council were present at the meet, and I don't remember if that's right or wrong. I thought mention
The
was
only
made.
one, you were correct. The only one that wasn't there was Piralis the
I was about
Flamekeeper.
That was the question. I was like, I don't think we saw anyone from Ignixara.
You did
Okay.
not. There were the Ignixaran wasn't there. The Helm of the White, Valda Frostwind, she was
Yes.
there.
I remember seeing
Korka Ironbound was there. Kaelin was there. Chrysander was there, which was unusual. Chrysander doesn't usually show up to those sorts of things.
Chrysander was the one who almost blanked my mind.
Before we go, I was going to close us out with the Elm Song. Do you desire this?
I do,
Yes.
very
Okay.
much so.
Cool. Before you get pulled into the gravitational force of the flow that's going on between Nor and Heath, which I love, Aoife, you pull out the book that you found on the shelf in the Warden's library. It's an old, fragile tome, narrow, weathered, bound in dark-stained elmwood, the grain visible beneath a layer of carefully preserved lacquer. The pages within are of thin vellum rather than parchment, cured and cured and cured again to make them last. It's penned in a flowing, stylized script, and even after all these years, which you would know it's been hundreds of years, the ink, as you start to flip through it, has not dulled.
Does
In
it
fact,
shimmer? Is it green?
It gleams slightly. Perhaps contributing to why it's been kept in the archives for so long. On its front is burned a long-faded image of an elm leaf and the words, "The Elm Song," a poem for the growing and the gone. Penned in the year of the Accord by Kaelric Ashwind, 9th Warden of Grenwold. And I will send all this to you. All that I just said and all that I'm about to read. As you start to flip through, you see that the title poem fills the entire book. It seems to be a single winding composition set in meter. The language is lyrical and nostalgic, a meditation on memory, time, and the rooted patience of elms. But as you begin to read it, atop the words that you're reading through, a voice and an impression of calm enters your mind. And you hear a voice that is not Kaelric's voice, as you remember it from within these 24 hours. And it says, "To the Gloamkin maiden who met me out of time, greetings." So there's a poem in front of you that does not say this.
I would be familiar with this, like letters that say one thing written in our ink.
Well, usually when things are written in your ink, it's you. I would think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I would think you have not run into something like this before, because when usually things are written in this sort of ink, it's like what Vale sent you, where it's like an imprint or
a
drawing, like an ink blot, like a beautiful scripted drawing that you can just see. It's sort of disconcerting there being words that say one thing, and telepathy that says another.
Yeah, I guess a better way to say it is that, like, while not being normal to her, I think quickly she would understand, like, the purpose.
100% for sure. To the Gloamkin maiden who met me out of time, greetings. We write these words in the small and perhaps vain hope they find you these many years hence. Your appearance in my study was most helpful in the years following, if in no more than the encouragement it meant to know that my efforts were not meaningless, and the kin of the Gloam and the Gren would one day walk together again. The rest only time will tell, whether it has been worthy in the spending. At your discretion, I have impressed upon my boy Bali the importance of establishing connections with the people of the Fireforge. I have even sent emissaries to their halls to retrieve what scrolls they would allow on their lore and legend for Bali to consume. I am pleased to say that the lad is quite taken with them and has, in his quiet way, shown no little interest in their cultures and customs. I pray it is not to my own detriment, as indeed it seems to have taken up the wealth of his interest, and my attempts to infuse curiosity of your own culture have not met with the same success. My little Elvereth, though, hangs upon my every word, and now that peace has been tentatively won, I have begun taking her with me on my visits to the Gloam, to her mother's concern and torment. I could not find a house of your name in my excursions, though they are by necessity limited in scope, and the people of the Gloam understandably suspicious and reticent to offer unnecessary information. A true friend I made among your kin offered me this ink in secret, and pours my words into it with his thoughts as he pens. Then, as though in an aside, "Yes, Kale, so he says, and so it is. Do not dismiss what you do not understand, and let me concentrate. Have you any idea how difficult it is to write one thing and think another?" It is a passing strange practice, and perhaps a worthless venture. Perhaps it will not work in the fading of time, and this will persist in truth as merely a strange old man's indulgent poetry. Perhaps the work will not be preserved, and it will not matter. But you said you came to my study, so though I know not the age from whence you came, we write these words and pour out these thoughts in hope. Hope that you will know that your efforts are not meaningless, as you showed me mine were not. Hope that when all my acts have reduced to mere strokes on parchment, a song may still hold weight enough to be held in the archives of time. Hope that in an age where my people again collide with yours, my thoughts may yet reach you, and you will know that true friendship and trust once bloomed between us, even in the fields of war, and can therefore bloom again. I pray that the legacy I leave is one you may look upon with pride. May you rest in the palm of Yume's hand and walk in the shade of her 6 fingers. And then, as an aside, you can feel it as sort of an aside. Nuvan Tharia Hastunadra Sulma Eshalan Hamidadan, which means may the wheel turn gently for you, child, they say. In friendship and in hope, Kaelric Ashwind, 9th Warden of Grenwold.
That made me cry.
I will send that to you, and that is where we'll pick up next session.
That was so sweet.
That was really cool.
Also, I'm really now just kind of picking up on the contrast between Veltden being so focused on Yume and the Glowcan being so focused on Daisei because of some stuff that I've been like working on with Kazun too, and like the transitions and the like separation of night and day and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really interesting when I send that.
I'm so excited about that. Josh is back here in the background doing some really cool shit, you guys. Alright. If you have not yet felt released, I release you. I will send you this letter.
Now that makes me think of like each warden and or family having a specific deity in mind and ruling in a different way.
But it's also like
Yume has been the goddess of your people since, as she can read here, at least since the 9th Warden.
Sure, but then there's also people who are secretly Koros.
Oh
Not even secretly. In the write-ups, it
says
mentions
it?
that there was some
I
tension.
will need to read.
Josh, we're gonna have
I
to.
will need to read.
I feel like his mention of his son.
Yeah, I have to find out about him. I saw
A son who was taken
Is
with
that
Magma Hearth, and then
and
another
a daughter who's taken
with
and,
the glow.
Yeah, and then suddenly we have a book with Illyrian in it. Like
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Is Illyrian
Did she know them?
older or
Yeah.
younger than Caleric?
Yeah, would
If
I
she
know
was-
that?
What?
Would you know what?
How old Illyrian is?
Illyrian was the first
So,
druid
like,
of your
half
people.
the
So
first.
she would have been
She's the
older
beginning.
then. Yeah, she was there the founding of your people.
The founding of my people.
But
this
did
seems
she
obvious. But I just want
die?
to confirm
The
the
question is,
founding of my people predates
Probably
the warden
wardens.
structure. The answer to that seems
The
like
first,
it would be
the
yes,
first
but I
warden
wanna
is
ask.
like.
well, also how
We
long
can
did the
map
first
it out.
warden live? Like she could very well have been alive at the founding of your people and still been alive
Yeah,
when
correct.
Caleric was.
One doesn't dismiss the other.
95.
Caleric was 9th.
Yeah.
There was a whole dynasty, you'll see on there, but there was a whole dynasty of Thornbrays before the Ashwinds became the prevailing dynasty. I don't know that you would know whether
That's fair.
you would know that she's. You would know that
I guess the only way she would
that
know.
your people in the legends came to the Gloam in the Severing. and that-
severing.
Yeah, sorry. I'll send you guys the.
325 years ago is when the first warden's first term started.
And it's
So,
been 130 years since Caleric.
Yeah. So then, my
So
assumption
Illyrian
is
probably
that
much older.
yeah, we're assuming more hundreds of years more.
Maybe.
There,
I mean, we'll probably be able to ask.
there have been 4
Correct.
major,
Yeah.
whatever the term is, for like phases of the world. There's
Are
a
you done
term.
recording?
Okay.
I will turn it on.
Eras.
Bye. Thank you.
Ages.
Eras is the word. Bye. He said.
There's a lot of shit going on there.
Someone was answering what you were saying, Heath, and said, sometimes the bad guys aren't as smart as you imagine they are. Sometimes it's just oops, the world's ending and all I wanted was some money.
It's not
Um,
true.
I don't like to give people credit.